Hello streams. Look at us with our streaming and our professional streaming career. I'm just logging on so there's at least one viewer.
Wait, is Leon's family not
Come
coming
on.
because he's not here?
Yeah, they only come on when Leon's here. They have no interest in the rest. They've actually not came back, which was a shame because last night was a real fun episode. So anyway, that's us. We're up. They'll do that weird thing where it's like 20-second make, but hi. As always, I'm really sorry if it goes weird and slow because my laptop works really, really well, and then as soon as I put on Twitch Studio, it just turns to shit. Don't know why, but it does. Also, I've noticed that like the you can see the map on the Twitch channel, and for no reason it just kind of flickers, and I don't know why. So deal with that. Anyway, hi, welcome to Mondays on Sanity Check Gaming. We're doing a one shot which we might finish because it's really, really short. However, I don't really believe that.
However, us.
Yeah, because I've given him a simple task to perform before we move on,
Oh god.
which I reckon will take, well, should take 5 minutes. It'll probably take an hour and a half. If it does, we're not even going to the one shot. That is going to be the one shot. Just you explaining something. So, when we left, I'm not sure if Callum's sitting really still or whether he is frozen. Is he still moving for anyone else?
He's blinking. He's blinking.
Nah,
that's all.
Callum's moving.
Just not for me then.
Am I moving now? Like,
Nah, you've completely froze up on mine.
Jesus Christ.
I thought it's like, wow, he's really holding that pose.
Oh yeah, that means that he's frozen on the stream as well. then.
Yeah, it means he's frozen. Of course, he's frozen on the stream. The important thing is he's frozen on my stream, so that's okay. But he's froze like this.
Yeah, I've got that exact same one.
Nice.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
Let's check.
that's okay. Now this will reshuffle us all, and it'll put us back in it. Anyway, so when we last left our intrepid adventurous band, they were in the foul-smelling, shitty sewers of the Neverwinter City, hot on the trail of hot on the trail of some unscrupulous were-rats they discovered, who had managed to either capture or entice a large garbage-eating monstrosity, and were trying to convince it to eat all the silver in the city so they could take over Neverwinter, or at least take over sections of it. However, we don't have all those players, so we're going to cut to the following day when our band have stumbled in. Sorry, Shalyn, Leon's not on tonight. He was on yesterday. You don't have to stay, but we appreciate you coming in. Leon's it's Sunday nights for Leon.
Yeah,
Immediately.
missed the fantasticness.
Yeah, we did do a 2.5 hour session with her yesterday. If you want to watch it like about 1,000 times, that would really help the channel.
Just watch it back.
It was
over.
really fun.
It was just me, Rach, and Leon, so you know you're going to get some good work there. So, when we last left them, they were in this is the next day. They have stumbled in, battle wearied, absolutely beaten, bloodied, and with a story to tell. So we're going to zoom into our adventures. First of all, we'll come to Rachel. Rachel, what character are you playing? Who were you last time?
Playing Odessa, and she is just magically turned into a bard because I can't be bothered to play an entire new character, and I very much like her name. You know, she might change class next time I play her. Who knows? But yeah, I'm playing a bard.
I actually like the idea of doing an entire campaign and you just are never consistent with it. Like the same name, everything's the same. But every come in, she's wearing a different hat. And it's like, this one, she's a warrior hat. It's like, yeah, I'm a warrior. I've always been a warrior. What are you talking about? Next week you're a rogue.
Yeah.
Same personality though.
Yeah, always the exact same person,
Yeah.
but just sometimes absolutely jacked. Sometimes like they're a wizard. It's like, yeah, no sense. Sometimes she's somehow multi-classed into like a paladin rogue.
Yeah, I'm just seeing how I like a bard. I've got hardly any attack and stuff, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna like it, but I do have a whole bunch of stuff I can use
Okay. So
to confuse people.
Well, I'm going to say as the day's gone on, you have cleaned yourself up, you have had a long rest, so if you don't need that, you are absolutely fine, you have had that. And you are kind of going around the bar. Rach, you are talking to one of the bar patrons, whose name has got a name, because I named them all, because this is back when I didn't sleep, and I like to do this. You can be speaking to Old Bert, because he's an old man, and he's called Bert. And just to prove that he has a full character class and sheet, there you guys go. And you might get a picture of Old Bert. Old Bert, he's called.
Bertie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've written old, not all.
Well, it is Old Bert, but it's like you just go, oh, there's Old Bert, you know, and that kind of weird accent people do. And Sharon, yeah, it was wonderful last night. We were very, very funny. I think it's called Yalda. We run it on Sundays between 8 and 10:30, and your boy was spectacular.
He was great.
Not as good as me and Rachel, but you know, he was pretty good.
No one could beat us, but you know.
Did you highlight it so it can be kept for posterity?
I hope so.
I'm
Probably
not.
not. Probably not.
I wasn't doing that.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Leon was in charge last night, so whatever happened, happened.
Yeah, well, maybe pop on. I missed it. Oh, okay, just to clarify, if anyone's not reading the chat, Leon's mum is saying, sorry, missed it in
Dubrovnik.
Dubrovnik, thank you, Minnie.
Well,
I'm going to assume that is a
London.
place and not a state of mind.
It's King's Landing.
Huh?
I know it's King's Landing. Lord be King's Landing.
Um,
Would it be okay if I can try turning my camera back on?
you go right ahead, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Let's see if it doesn't freeze this time.
Yeah, well,
Well, you're all good on mine.
yeah, I think it was just me you froze up for a minute, so I think sometimes you just switch it on and off again. Right, okay, so
Okay,
Well, yeah, I've got adverts, so I don't know.
have you not
Oh, that's just
subscribed to
gonna
the
be
goddamn
sitting-
channel, James?
What?
Every single one of us is subscribed to the
I
channel.
am.
Weirdly, I use our free Prime subscription for this, and I give Critical Role money, which I don't know why I do it that way
Yeah.
around.
I do the exact same thing. It's weird, I know, but I feel like I should pay them and not us.
I think we get.
It's so weird. It makes no sense.
No, I mean, and we would get more money if we gave it to us, and it's not like Critical Role are like short of a few quid, but like, you know,
Oh, I'm sure they'll be fine with that.
True, yeah.
you could probably argue we could probably cancel our subscription, and we could also just watch it for free on YouTube, but I won't, because you know I like them.
I will not do it, damn it.
So this is the Critical Role ad channel then.
Effectively, yes. And for James, he doesn't even give us his own free Prime subscription.
I think you find I did.
Did you? Glad to hear it, mate. Right,
Yeah.
so let's actually play the game, because as I said, I thought we'll waste 40 minutes in this. We're not even going to get to the one shot, I know it. Rachel, you're sitting at table, old Bert's there, and he's kind of like, he's been grumbling and grumbling, but you know, for the most part, he's warming to you. He's been there long enough that he's kind of, that he speaks to you. How are you describing how he's defeated the Rat King? The Were-Rat King.
So she's sitting there with a huge jug of ale, and because obviously she's a gnome, it looks fucking huge. And she's just like, so we did that, and we did that, and we did that. And then there was this rat, and then it bit Thingy's face off. 'Cause I can't remember his name.
Scott's character, yes.
And then there was some shit water, and then he started breathing underwater because you know that happened. And then I got locked in a room because I checked for traps and then trapped myself.
That's also what happened. That is accurate, yes.
I
Bert
don't know
looks
how I did
very
it.
confused at that point. He's like, okay.
Yeah, that was an accident. Well, but
Yep.
I think I have a problem. I just keep getting myself into trouble. Then anyway, we got to the big bad boss dude.
Mm.
And everybody froze but me. They just all ran away like screaming little girls. And I had to do it myself. I had to kill it myself. All by myself, all alone.
Boy.
Nearly didn't make it.
And this
Got
was,
a few scars, look.
You show some scratches on your arm. He kind of looks at him and looks suitably impressed.
It's like a huge gouge.
Okay, he doesn't look. So he looks like, holy shit! You should maybe get that seen to by like
I'm
the
stitching up myself, yeah, look. You just see the worst stitching.
like the clearly the infection setting in. He's like, yep,
You need to go to a doctor, like, yeah.
that's awful. Yeah, that's
The
really terrible.
alcohol's my medicine.
She knows the doctor.
She does,
For
yeah.
God's sake.
Also, as a ranger, Bert does have access to healing spells and can just heal you if you really want him to. But if you don't want to, it's fine.
Yeah, I also have a healing spell for a change. Think.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
Wait, let me double check because I might be lying.
you should at least have healing
Yep,
words.
lying,
Surely.
I
Or you're
don't
lying.
have one.
I'm not taking that.
I should have, but I didn't. I need to sort my thingies out. Yeah. And well, I think the rest of them are around here somewhere, you know, battered and bruised and cowardly. I did get some cool stuff though, because everyone left me behind and nearly let me die.
You
And I got the rat skin, and I just hold up a rat pelt. What would you call it, a rat pelt?
Well, I mean, is it the
Yes.
were-rat that you skinned, or was it a rat that you skinned?
No, the were rat.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, they're like small humanoids. So like, let's say it was like maybe.
Yeah.
So you flayed a rat man, and then like scraped all the
Question.
gunk off.
Question.
Yeah.
If you play a were-rat, does the skin turn back into its non-rat self?
I'm going to say for the intents and purposes of this, no. It doesn't just become a human skin that you've
Because I was
ripped
going
off
to
the
say, if
body.
it did, I would not have taken it.
Do you have to wait till a full moon to take it out and go, here, look, a were-rat pill?
It's my new coat.
In this
I
situation,
just need to make it into a coat.
oh dear, that is ridiculous.
Actually, do you know someone who could make me a coat with this? Fur.
If Bert looks at you
Rat
from
fur
that, it's like,
coat.
I
Rat fur coat.
could make you some gloves and a scarf with the rat head as a hood, or I could make you a cloak
Yes,
out of
that's what I want. I will give you 25 gold for that.
it. He puts it like,
Deal?
it's like, I don't need the money. That's fine. I'm okay. But yeah, it'll take me a few weeks, but I can definitely put that together for you. For the story you've told, give me just a flat persuasion roll, because you're now saying that you defeated all the were-rats by yourself. I'm not going to give you disadvantage because you do have the skin of a
Natural
were-rat.
20. Oh my god.
He 1000% believes you.
25, nat 20. Oh my days.
Okay, well, right.
This dice fucked me over yesterday. Mwah.
Well, make a note that you got a natural 20.
Sorry,
I'm going
just
to
real
assume
excited.
for you're a bard, so is that for like a 29?
25.
25, okay. You're supposed.
My persuasion is. I'm like half proficient
Okay.
for some reason.
Yeah, he's suitably impressed.
I
Like
perform.
you can, he's thinks you're. Yeah, that sounds right. You'd done it all by yourself, and everyone you were with ran away, but you did trap yourself in a room beforehand. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, you go back and
I
forth.
forgot to take that bit out. Made myself look great, but also stupid at the same time.
Well, that's what made it believable because you didn't, or you weren't just like perfect the whole time. But yeah, Old Bert's very impressed. He asks you some more questions about it. You go back and forth, but yeah, you've absolutely convinced Old Bert that you definitely done this all by yourself, and he's looking forward to tanning and curing this so that he can make you a fine rat cloak with some gloves. So remove it from inventory and make a note of somewhere that he's going to provide you with a were-rat cloak and gloves at some point. And I guess I'll have to make up some stats that go
Yeah.
with that because it should be magical in nature. I like Minnie's idea, but it just turns out the human skin at some point. Like, oh my god, it's disgusting. But anyway, we'll call it just so you pull the mask down, it's just a human face. Anyway,
Very true. Remember when we were doing the levitating horseshoes?
Oh,
God.
yeah, we got to get back to that sometime.
We'll get to Flyria at some point. You're going to have.
I think that was like a year ago or something.
You guys are crazy. I love it.
It wasn't quite a year ago, but so when we were doing
We are.
Flyria, and we did get a few episodes
That's
into
a while
Flyria, and we
ago.
will get back
Yeah.
there eventually. It's hard to get all the people that play it at the same time. Although, to be fair, it's mostly who we've got now, apart from, well, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, so, with that, Tubi, you're sitting at another table, and you're going to be talking to, who could you be talking to? Daniel. Actually, let's go with Erin Brightblade. She is a young lady.
Okay.
Let's see if we got her
Okay.
here. She is I assume with the name like Erin Brightblade, you'd think she'd be oh no, she's a paladin. There you go. There you go. There's Erin. Holy shit, that's a hell of a picture. I don't remember picking that. Usually I try and pick pictures that are like normal, but she literally has a sword that is glowing. I'm gonna say that the sword is not out.
Damn, that's a good pick.
That is a lightsaber that she's got.
It's like a beam of light, isn't it?
No, there's James just
It's a
subscribed
chunky
because he felt
lightsaber.
guilty.
Do you get that actually? Seeing Star. Sorry to go off on a tangent again. That in Star Wars, could you get like chunky lightsabers? Could you get like a big one? Like just a really fat lightsaber.
I've always really
If you got a
assumed.
big crystal, right?
Yeah.
A big kyber crystal. It's
Well, this is literally I was
like a
going to
big
say all
giant-
that stuff as well. So yeah, you get a big enough
about
kyber.
this long.
And what I remember from the games is that they have like an emitter that's what designates what the sword shape is. So I don't see why you can just like lengthen that and just have a big like a broadsword. But I mean, they're always been very like.
What if you could just make it go longer and longer and longer and longer, like an adjustable one?
Yeah.
Just poke your enemies from afar.
It is weird that they use it. But like, you'll have seen this thing online recently about like why don't they just switch the lightsaber off as they're about to hit and then switch it back on? It's like fuck you. Like you know, as they're banging them off each other, you wouldn't do that. You just like immediately off, back on, chop in half. Problem
Yeah,
solved.
that's a good move. Yeah.
The downside being is like this. I mean, lightsabers are by far the worst weapon you could ever use. So dangerous. There was a really funny skit on a website Cracked a few years ago. And it was Jedi Academy, and it was loads of Jedi's that were just like missing limbs because when they were at lightsaber training, they would just like take off their own leg.
Wait. Does this explain why they're so good at replacing like hands and things?
Yeah, that entire industry exists because Jedi's were just left and right cutting off their own legs and arms, so they've all got robot legs and arms no matter what they say. Because you know, well, imagine you had it on your trousers and you accidentally pressed the button and it just went straight through your leg. Like you know,
Fucking hell.
Yep.
That would be something I would do.
yeah, like straight
You
away.
just topple
Not
over.
intentionally.
In incredible pain.
Well, you topple over, right? Because it was straight through your leg, but then as soon as your leg moved, it would just cut straight through your leg because it doesn't stop. That's the whole point. It is like
Yeah, well-
horrifying. You see it in the film. Just
If you drop it on the floor and you forget to switch, you haven't switched it off. Does it just go straight through your floor? How
yeah.
far does it go? Does it just keep going right down to the core of the planet?
It just goes on forever and ever and ever.
Like facehugger blood from Alien.
Effectively, I've always assumed that they've got like a dead man switch on the handle, so that you're always holding it to keep it on,
Right,
and as soon as
okay.
you drop it,
Yeah,
but that can't be
right, that
true
makes sense.
because when they fling it and it spins around the room and kills everyone, it doesn't go up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So
Wait, no, maybe they're using the
Okay.
force to hold down the switch though.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, space
right.
magic
I like that
exists.
thought, yeah.
Yeah, because again, incredibly dangerous. Like just the worst weapon ever. Looks badass though. Anyway, so Erin Brightblade, the Jedi Paladin, you're having a chat with her now. She, based on that picture, she looks young, but I think she's about elvy, so she's probably like, 307 or something.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
hard to tell with elves, but anyway. So, what you saying to Erin? How's Tubi explaining the battle?
Tubi is saying, well, we came upon this dark sewer. The gloom was like velvet in its blackness. Going on about this. And being very flowery in language and stuff.
Got it? Yeah, absolutely. Erin's nodding along. She's like, yeah, very. She's enjoying the
Yeah.
kind of the descriptions. She's into it. Elves love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. We came across this band of were rats. I don't know if you've heard of them before.
She nods. Yeah.
It's like if you got a rat that turns into a human sometimes.
She nods. Yep, yeah, I know what were rats are.
Utterly disgusting, as you can imagine.
It's like, yeah, it's like, of all the things you could turn into, like a were-rat seems one of the worst. To be fair,
Yeah,
especially
I
if you
mean,
choose-
having to turn into a human all those times, it sounds terrible.
Oh, and she's like, okay, I see which way you're going with this. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds awful. She's like, okay.
I mean, the smell alone. Anyway, moving on. we came to blows and fisticuffs, you know, but eventually, it turned out these were-rats were quite polite, and they have a very dignified society, which I of course learned the ways of, so that I could communicate with them on their level. And then we had a beautiful discourse where we exchanged cultural facts and rights and came to an understanding where they then allowed us to take the creature and install it in our basement here, where we're using it to get rid of all of our rubbish.
At the point, because now during
I'm
the
just
conversation,
standing near with him.
I like to think she glances
With
over at
the
Rachel's tail at that
skin.
point, and that's when she's pulling out the were-rat skin. Yeah, that's the exact moment, and she kind of looks back at you. But as you say about the creature in the basement, you do hear like a thump noise from like the cellar, because there was talk that you had found another creature and had put this one in the cellar, and there has been
That's the
kobolds.
bit I remembered.
You have seen kobolds frantically digging pits into the cellars, very, very nervously, and then since then they've been they've just been running off, coming back all the trash they can find and just firing it into there. And you've noticed that the barman does not seem so keen to go down into the basement to change the barrels at the moment. Every now and again you hear like a low rumbling roar. But yeah,
Yeah, it's in like sub-basement 3 or something
Yeah.
at this point.
they are currently
So
trying-
is this a naked were-rat then?
Well, that remains to be seen. I mean, we don't know what's true. This is just the different accounts that you give. This will be. This is what.
I like to think there's an element of truth in each of them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
I've got the rat pelt, so I'm kind of,
You could have got that anywhere.
I mean, for all we know, you went like just bought that like at the local
I've
market.
seen like five stalls down the market that are selling those.
Genuine rat pelts. You know, who knows?
Where at pelts, yeah.
rat pelts,
Rat pelts. Yeah. He's just putting
little poops.
yeah, little poos. So
No, that's pellets. Sorry.
so yeah,
Oops.
Mary, roll me a persuasion check.
Oh god. This is where I have to remember what I'm looking at on my damn
Roll
character
shit.
sheet.
Roll shit. Roll shit.
She has to roll less than. I mean, if you roll, even if
It,
she's,
it doesn't matter if I roll badly, that thing is still down there, and I fucking know it. Anyway,
that's the bits I'm going to take it. The most interesting things are the bits that are coming is the truth. Like, see, like, yeah, you did definitely skin that guy because he was an absolute bell end. But, you know, you did make friends with other were-rats and you did bring the monster back because why wouldn't you? That sounds fun.
is it performance or persuasion?
Persuasion, please.
Persuasion. That actually roll. Let's see.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
What'd you get?
Got a natural 20 for a 24.
No
I
way.
literally beat you by 1.
Oh, but I'm just going to take them as natural 20. So I'm going to say that when we've got
Yeah.
these two stories,
Yeah.
they're so close together that people are like, oh. I mean, the monster's definitely down there. We've
Oh,
heard it
this is so
screaming.
cool.
So somehow both of our stories are true.
Well, as far as they know.
Somewhat.
James, were you actually in the last episode? I can't remember.
Yes, I was.
In that case, tell us that you are telling another
Yeah, I was.
person the story. Who could you be telling the story? You could be talking to Becky. Becky is the singer of the band, the Succubus singer. Who I keep forgetting to tell you that she's. I meant to tell you she's a succubus, but I gave it away last time. So
You accidentally told us.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
yeah,
Yeah.
because she's actually from another one shot. Because I like to bring one shot characters back. So Becky, at the moment,
Yep.
she looks like a tiefling, and none of you know that she's a succubus, but she's 1000% a succubus. I also picked like the most kind of that is a very tiefling picture actually. You wouldn't be able to tell she was a succubus straight away, although tieflings kind of look like the traditional succubus. Anyway, whatever. So you know she's called you over and she's been very charming in that, and you're regaling her the story of how you defeated the were-rats. How did you defeat the were-rats?
So I sit there and I'm sitting like, do a little bit flirtatious, chatting away, trying to go, well, we go down to the sewer and we go to that place where the gnome Barda gets locked into a trap herself, and another companion over there was just sitting there chatting away and laughing. Well, I snuck away behind. I snuck behind the wee rat and I got my rapier out and I stabbed it in the back end. And as it jumped up, it she
Up the butt.
down on every one of them.
She laughs and puts her
as I
hand on
stood
your
up,
arm.
and as I stood up and I see a very stunned Mary's character talking to a pillar, thinking it's a rat, and the gnome bard here was just taking a bit of cloth or thinking it pretending it's a cloak or something. That's just damn odd.
Yeah, she laughs. She's enjoying your story. Roll me a persuasion check.
Not
You have to
thinking of
get a nat
sucking your
20,
life force out
James.
of you all.
Here, drink this. I'll
I
drink
really
this.
want you to get a nat 20 because this is just going to be hilarious.
14.
14, 14's not bad. It's not. The other two stories are just they have more details, they're more exciting. But yours is there's elements of truth. Now she's not heard other stories yet, and you got to remember, even no matter how convincing you are, this goes by who's telling the story to the next person. And the succubus is usually quite a good person to tell stories because she's very charismatic. But anyway, so yeah, she laughs. She keeps plying you with more wine. She's definitely going to drain.
Oh no! Stop! I tell you, keep on drinking. Oh, please stop.
Yeah, two fisting the wine.
I couldn't possibly.
Now, Callum, I don't think you were actually there, were you?
Was I or was I not?
I don't know if you were actually in that, but let's pretend you
It
were.
was Scott that was with us.
So-
You are now, boy.
You might as well be.
He was
So,
with us all along, we just didn't know.
Artemis was
I-
bringing up the rear, and he came in at the last moment during the final fight to help defeat the monster and the were-rats. What is Artemis's recollection of events? I like to think it's just like a hologram just shout out of his eyes, and he just shows exactly what happened.
That would be
Well,
so cool.
Well, I saw there was 3 people, one of them including Odessa, which I met in a very previous journey. I thought I might follow just to see if they needed assistance. But when I came in, I see this very strange lady. That's your character. You're just like trying to convince rats. But Odessa was very outraged that she fell into a trap, and in her rage, she decided to attack one of them without even discussing it. And Warren decides to take the opportunity to show off his skills by attacking him as well. So I have no idea what was going on. All I see is like one woman trying to talk with the rats, and gnome outrageously ripping one apart, and this half-elf rogue just poking everyone's eyes out.
Now, you are saying this to Bruzy. I'm going to show you Bruzy because Bruzy is my favourite character in there.
Oh, Brucey.
Bruzy is one of the slimes that he's brought back from Wallow's Warren that has since became humanoid and now likes to wander around and speak to people. However, it's incapable.
It's so cute.
Would I have heard them call me a half-elf?
No, you would not have. You are too busy
Well,
being
well,
seduced by the person that's going to drain all your life force from you.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
okay.
shit.
She's not going to do that yet. She's going to wait for the opportune time. But yeah, so you said now Brucey has no face and is incapable of expression or talking for that matter. They do occasionally write
Yeah,
things on their
talking.
pad, but it's mainly like they communicate mainly through emojis. So it'll just be like smiley face, laughing face, that kind of stuff. But anyway,
Surprise.
Wow,
face.
yes,
you're a very good
I love it.
conversationalist, Mr. Brucey. You're a very good conversationalist, Mr. Brucey.
it's just like but just beaming smiley face.
Mr. and or Mrs. Brucey.
They go by they. I think for the most part I refer to them as they. I did try really hard to put they as their pronouns in there, but sometimes I
right.
forget. Also, they're an ooze. They don't care. Right, I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
They are an ooze. So, you know.
maybe Brucey.
Yeah.
Maybe when I say Mr. Brucey, like Brucey just likes writing like
Like
hey
a
them.
bubble
Oh,
comes
my-
out or something, you know. They are not. They
my
don't care.
apologies. Oh, my apologies. I'll call you Brucey then.
It just says me.
I just laugh so much. I spat. Yeah. Again, just various emojis were written on this. It doesn't seem to care, but yeah, it seems to enjoy your story. Give me a persuasion roll.
I'm not gonna do well on this, am I?
No, yours is with the
Just
accurate
go for it.
account, so yours is definitely 3, of course.
Oh!
Brucey points to Tubi and Odessa and Warren, and then kind of like its hand comes out, and then like a gigantic thumb comes up, and then it looks at you and it's like, meh.
Oh,
It seems to prefer the other stories more. This truthful nonsense, that sounds really boring. But yeah. Brucey does have, there is another one as well, it's not just Brucey, but I can't look sure, have I got the other one, Brucey, and what the hell did I do? Okay, they had a sibling, but I don't know what I've done with them. They'll be around somewhere, I'm sure. Are they in the staff, maybe? Anyway, oh, no, yeah, that's funny. No. Guild staff, there we go. I'm
I
so...
can't believe I got a free.
I can believe it.
Everyone got.
There's Lucy, who is exactly the
Lucy.
same in every way. It's just one of them wears armor and one of them doesn't. One of them appears to have decided to be like waiting staff, and one of them decided to be an adventurer. But they are, and they've kind of like taken on the shape of what they want. So Lucy looks
Oh,
more
fun.
like the barmaid, and Brucey looks more like the champion Daniel. But again, just like a ooze facsimile of them. But anyway, so that's them. They're quite happy. So the night goes on, and like, you know, you hear people move around, and you hear the story. But as you hear the story getting told, you notice they're mixing together. There's new elements being added to it. There's a lot of people are saying that they've spoke to the guy that was breathing shit, and he's confirmed or denied parts of the story. So you know, the night goes on. But they seem quite
I'll
happy.
say that Chubby is very pleased about this because her true bardness is going, yes, my work is done. The story has been passed on.
That's all they needed to do. Let's just get that back there. Cool. Right, so yeah, night goes on, and we're quite happy with that. Your reward for doing this is, of course, some extra healing potions, so you guys can have 4 regular healing potions each, in case you need them. And the magic items that you guys now have in your inventory is what you were given as rewards. So I'm sure you've all picked wisely, apart from Miri, who I'm pretty sure picked some nonsense. Which will never affect her negatively when you're
Yeah.
fighting Minotaurs
No,
and
of course
shit.
it won't. It's fine. It'll be
Did
fine.
you say regular potions?
Yeah, 4 regular potions, which I think is... I think regulars are 2d4 plus 4. I always get it wrong. I know the small ones are 1d4. I think the regulars are 2d4. And then I think as it goes on, it's like 4d4, then 8d4, that kind of thing. There we go. So let's just close that up for now. And...
I already have some greater healing, so
yeah, mate, that's really just to get you
Yeah,
back
I've
up
got
and stuff.
2.
I'll just take like the magic stuff.
That's fine. I mean, even if you keep the healing potions, you can always give them to someone else who might be able to use them. But that's entirely up to yourself.
I suppose.
Okay, cool. So the
We
time...
have our other regular with us. Cat,
I can't.
Um,
I'm gonna have to put that.
yeah,
bloody-
cat, please.
It's a cat.
Oh,
Come on. Here's a
I
cheeky
miss my
potion.
cat so much.
Aw,
Butt shot.
Of course.
But sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Go on then.
So you take a night's rest, you get up the next day, and then the next morning, as you come through, the same faces are around. Some people have disappeared, but a lot of the old Bert's always there, Lucy's always there, but the band, you see a couple of the members around, but you don't see Becky. She's not there. yeah, what would you like to do with your day?
Uh-oh.
As always,
What
time of day
Brian
is it?
Smith is at the bar, ready to give out quests if that's what you would like.
I'm going to walk up the bar and try and take a wee look out for Betty.
Becky is not here.
Where's she go? Did she stay tonight?
No, she went home with one of the new guys last night, I think. Well,
Oh,
she was
Oh,
dancing.
who is it? Who is it? Was he better than me?
Well, I don't know nothing
she
about
actually
you.
went home with Odessa, and
Yeah,
Alright.
if that's well, I'll tell you what. If you want to see who charmed her more, and unfortunately one of you is a bard, so you can do rollies
Let's
for
do
it.
it.
Straight rollies.
Yes.
Let's do straight rollies for it to see who she went home with last night. Then okay.
oh, I rolled real bad.
Just a straight D20, mate. I wouldn't put it in persuasion because that gives one person an unfair advantage. So
Right.
Oh, are we all rolling? What's going on?
16.
this is to see who went home with
Five.
Becky.
Wait, we're all rolling.
Five.
I thought it was just going to be you and James, but apparently everyone's trying to sleep with the succubus.
Apparently,
Even
Wait,
Callum, who is an asexual robot, apparently wanted to take her
I was
home and
gonna
read
say
scripture
that
to her.
doesn't work.
If I had known that, then I would have rolled. I thought you would have been trying.
You can
to
with-
I
Withdraw
just
your
rolled a
roll.
d20.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
just a
I got-
D20 for
I
everyone.
got
that's fine.
9.
You got 9, James?
I got a 5.
Okay, so the two that were actually interested struck out. The robot, she did show a great deal of interest in you, and if you remember, you did actually meet the succubus on your adventure. However,
Oh,
you actually briefly fell in love with her when when she cast a spell on you. However, if you choose not to, you can be like, "Oh wait, I'm not interested." When you realised what she was aiming towards, you could have knocked her back. Do you choose to have done that, or do
Can
you
I
choose
have
to? Have...
advantage because I'm a bard?
maybe, maybe she could say like maybe I could let you examine my body sometime. And like, are you wounded? Is there any wounds on you?
Okay, actually, yeah, we'll play it this way. Seeing as you rolled the highest, yeah, she convinces you to kind of go back to her apartment she has nearby, and you go back, but you've completely misinterpreted the situation. You
Yep.
then check her. You give her a thorough medical examination to make sure that she is fit and healthy. She appears to be in fine health, and you promptly leave, and that is the end of the night.
That is what Artemis would do. That is what Artemis would do.
Yeah. You make sure she has a nice supper.
She got left high and dry.
Yeah. She did keep coming home and like she did kind of keep removing articles of clothing, and then got to a certain stage like, no, that is enough. So you complete
I
your
don't need to
examination.
see that.
That is in fine condition.
Are you wounded there too? Why are you taking off that shirt? Are you wounded there too?
So yeah, the night. That's actually a fun game. We should do this to see who ends up getting eaten by the succubus. Luckily, it was the
Not
robot.
it.
Well, you were desperately trying to get eaten by the succubus there. So yeah, Brian, it does explain that Artemis did take Becky home last night. She was home, as far as you know. Artemis came back shortly afterwards, and you do indeed see Artemis come walking through. I would say with an expression on his face, but he's got a robot face. So, how does Artemis look first thing in the morning?
He's like, well, my job here is done. I'll just get on with my day.
Who would like to arrive next?
What actually did you do, Artemis?
I was checking out her body.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was, I was feeling around me for any holes in the body.
Did you find the correct hold?
Well,
Maybe starts writing a new song about a robot that falls in love with.
With a tiefling, because as far as you all
I
know,
couldn't
she's
find-
a tiefling.
Yeah, with a
Yeah,
tiefling.
tiefling.
I couldn't find anything wrong. I couldn't find any holes.
Oh, that's bad.
You're a terrible medic.
No, I'd say I'd done a pretty good job of a thorough examination of the nude body.
She did seem to appear we were enjoying and checking everywhere. At least the
You
illusion
should
of
have found at
enjoying.
least 7 holes.
I think he
7
means
holes?
addition in addition. So you explain it, man. It's your character.
Well,
No, I'm just like
we were-
going back to strumming.
we were looking for any additional holes.
Ah. He now says additional. So there you go.
Additional.
Oh,
So he
additional.
did find the ones that you'd expect to find. Does anyone have any more questions about the naked tiefling and the robot?
I'm just sitting
No,
playing my
this-
flute.
Seen it before. Seen all this before.
That's not interesting.
I was interested.
Why,
Like,
yeah.
is Tubi not like an 8 foot tall
Bugbear. Yes.
Bugbear, yeah. Like,
Like for some reason, a lot of people like to expose themselves in front of me. I thought that was just checking for wounds, but there doesn't seem to be any.
that's when Brian pops up like,
Just-
hold on, robot, Artemis. What do you mean a lot of people like to get naked in front of you? There is rules in this guild about that sort of thing. Are they asking you before they take their clothes off?
Yes, they were asking me to give them a proper examination of their bodies.
Right.
Or
I'm
I
going to
would like you-
reiterate the rules about getting naked in front of you, and you know what? I think we're going to have to give you office hours if you're going to act as a medic in here. Because I don't like... It sounds like you're being taken advantage of. So, I'll put something on a notice board, and from now on, Artemis, you don't do any hole checking apart from when we designate an appropriate time. And maybe when there's someone else in the room as well. Like a responsible adult.
Be in the room.
She will definitely not be in the room.
I don't understand where you're coming from.
Right. I'm
I
not
don't
getting into it right
understand.
It's
now.
okay, Artemis. It's okay.
You see
reminds me
They're
Brian's
of
not
like,
the High
trying to
Court.
have you. They're not doing it for medical reasons. How about that? Get what I mean now?
Then what else? Then why would they want me to? Then what other reason could it be? Like other than medical? I mean, they were asking me to check out their parts of the body.
Brian looks
I just
furiously at her.
I want to have sex with you.
The imperatives of the heart, man.
So material biology, right?
They're wondering if
Biology.
you have like a metal dong.
Should we just raise his eyebrow and like, does it look like, well,
It's like, I mean, in fairness, we all want to know, but is it like an audition? I don't know if
is
I want
it,
this
is it weird
conversation.
to ask?
Yeah, it's like, you can see the whole thing is like, this seems rude. Like, I don't know where the line is
It's
with
just like
this.
a Barbie doll.
It's like a Ken doll. Oh.
Like
Yeah.
I think from the fact that Artemis did like bathe in like acetate flower water, I think Odessa might know the answer to that.
That's right, yeah. Roll a history
Yeah.
check to see if you remember if you've seen his Robo Wiener.
I'll check. Quick.
Okay.
This is a
I definitely remember because I rolled another natural 20.
right.
Oh, wow.
Artemis, did she
Yes, I
see
know.
a robot dong? Oh,
And if so, how many of them?
oh even
And what
better.
configuration?
Judging from her that twice, she probably stared at it longer than she should.
Yeah. She has drawn
Did it
some
have a
details.
vacuum attachment?
So he does have a robot dick.
Alright, okay.
Yep, well, we've moved
Yes,
on from
no?
dong, which sound kind of cute. Now it's just a big booby. I like to think
It's
it's for
it's a robot that called a clang.
I'm
I like to think it's just for draining fluid and stuff. Like like when he needs to like.
Oh, like a normal one, you mean?
Like it's just when he's draining, he's got coolant and he needs to change it, so he'll drink the coolant and just wee out the old coolant.
Very similar to normal in a lot of ways.
That makes
You put fluid in one end, it comes out the other bit, so yeah.
They made them as humanoid as possible, and that's like, why wouldn't we do that? It's like, how else would you get the fluid out? It's like,
Other robots just suck it up again.
Well,
It's disgusting.
he does get his fuel from like biofuel, so
so he
there's gotta
poops
be
it.
some way to get rid of.
There you go. So he needs to expel the waste matter, and like I guess they thought it'd be funny to give him a robot dog, so they did.
Look, it's
Okay.
it's very useful to have some kind of hosel attachment in
Yeah.
order to get rid of those things.
Also attachment.
God damn it! Like, I told you we would
It
get
means
no.
you can stand up and do it easily.
It's easier to aim if you've got like you can put it like there could be a bottle
Yeah.
for collecting it. Like it's easier if you've got some.
I mean, don't go hands free. That's just madness. But
For the most part, you can do this.
Okay, so y'all know Artemis has a dong. Artemis has a dong. Okay.
Oh, there. Good news, guys.
it
We've
even
resolved
makes that
that.
sound if you hit it.
Yeah.
Next question.
Anyway, so having solved that riddle, Brian looks incredibly uncomfortable, and
You'll be as amused by Brian's discomfort.
right, you know what? I've had enough of this. I want really use for a few days while we all just think about what we've heard. Either piss off or I can give you a job.
Go away and think about what you've done.
Yeah, we need
why
a
don't
job.
we give us a job and we can piss off doing that job?
I mean,
What jobs are available, Brian? Tell
well,
us.
I'll tell you, there's many jobs available, but I want to give you one that's far away, because then you'll be gone for longer.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. If anything, I might just start communicating with you entirely by like post.
I have message.
Well,
That only works from
Yeah,
300
same.
feet, but yeah.
I have also got sending. So if we ever need to get in touch,
Don't.
No
don't,
worries.
Don't do that. I don't want your thoughts in my head.
Oh yeah, I have sending as
well, I
well.
won't send you unpleasant thoughts,
Right.
just important thoughts.
He points to this and artist. It's not a competition, guys. I don't care who's got the most spells. Right. Right. Also, whatever. But here's what's going to happen. I've got a
We
fun one for
comparing
you.
spells?
I've got.
Yeah, they're comparing spells.
Yeah, whip them out then.
Are we?
Whip out your
I didn't
spell
know
list.
this.
It's just you and yeah.
Well,
I've got
I'm gonna
message. I've got sending. He's like, well, I don't care. Go on then.
No,
What
no,
have
I'll
you
send them
got?
too. Oh, we're cool. That's because we're cool.
High five. Oh wait, you can't reach my hand. Hang on,
After
I'll
that-
bend down.
I throw it on my rapier and I get it to balance perfectly on my finger, and I'm just showing off.
You can tell a lot about someone from their handwriting, Brian. If you want to send me a letter, you can send me one anytime.
Right, I will do so. Here's what's going to happen. In the desert, to whatever desert appropriate direction the desert is in, there is some strange lights happening. It's been mentioned by one of the local tribes, and they've sent this missive saying, please come and check it out because it's weird. So you're going to go there. He gives you a letter which gives you appropriate directions to the oasis that has weirdly not on regular maps, which is strange. Being an oasis in the desert, you'd think people would go to that and use it to water things and then not die. But all the kind of local maps don't seem to have it. But the letter talks about it as if it's always been there. But now these lights have started appearing at it, which is particularly unusual. But that's all they mention. The tribe says that they've moved away from
How
it,
much gold are we talking?
the appropriate amount.
So 500 each?
Yeah, why not? 500 each
I'm thinking about 1,000
on
each.
return. Well, you are not. Well, I'll tell you what.
Don't be greedy.
No. Alright.
Well, I do hear there's a tiefling that offers a lot of money.
Well, Becky.
A tiefling. No, someone named Evangeline.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of her. I think she's busy. She's off on an adventure and not finished yet, though.
Yeah, they haven't come back yet. It's been quite a while. think they must have gotten lost.
I'm sure he'll be back any day now. Maybe on Wednesday when we're all available. Anyway,
Fingers crossed for that one.
so go through.
Maybe on Wednesday.
Maybe on Wednesday.
I-
Maybe.
I suppose we'll have to.
Maybe on Odin's Day. Yeah.
Wotan.
Now,
I can imagine just like Artemis like sending a message to Evangeline. He's like, "If Miss Evangeline, where are you?" She's like, "Well, I'm kind of busy at the moment. Well, we're kind of battling two giant statues.
You're going, hello? What? I'm busy. I'm putting you on speaker.
Look, look,
Yeah.
look, contact me
yes.
later. Look, contact me later, Artie." And just
I've just. Let me put you on hold. Wait.
just hear some screaming in the background.
Yeah.
Right, Nip Fruit, Sea Thistle, he knows the area, he'll be able
Who
to...
did you say Thistle?
Thistle, yeah. You know Thistle, little
Thistle.
bloke, kobold, cast magic.
Purple hair.
Was it Thistle, or Thistle?
Thistle. Thistle. That bloke that's appeared on your screen now.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
It's got a little rat with a hat.
That was the first...
That's so cute.
That was the first
I
spell
like the
he ever learned.
mustache.
That was the first
Rat with
spell
hat
he ever learned. Well, it was summon rat, and he just threw rats at people, so like he thought it was a spell. Since then, he's learned other spells.
Throw poo at people.
Yeah, a lot of his original spells were actually just throwing shit at people, or like just throwing things at people and be like magic, and then he would run away. But then when he tried to do it to somebody in the guild, they thought it was really funny, and they just brought him and trained him how to be a wizard. Yeah, he actually has a whole backstory, which is weird. The funnest thing about Thistle is that he's a level 3 wizard, and he's the one that does the portal spell for you. So you know.
Oh
someone's-
yeah.
Oh, I love that guy.
ah.
He has stats. He's got a whole stat block. He's fun. I'm not to say what's going to happen at some point when somebody like rolls like a 1 on the D100, but something terrible, I assume. Anyway, so you're tripping through. You spend some more time in the day area. With no chance of finishing this, by the way. It's a really short one shot.
Chubby is eager.
Can we
Chubby's
sell
eager to get to
the
Slices.
equipment? Can we sell the equipment like real quick?
What equipment do you want to sell?
Do you know the stuff we got last game? So we've got like a candelabra, we got some plates, we got a drill dagger and stuff.
Yeah.
Written next to them how much they're worth. Can we just sell that?
Yes, you have the money. How much money do you have?
Okay.
10,000 gold.
Go- So we have 80 gold pieces and 34 silver pieces.
What I will say is that you done this when you came back. You just immediately hand it all in to someone behind the bar, and they'll just kind of like, cash it up for you, and it's just added to your overall account. Is there anything particular you're looking to buy, or did you just
Oh,
want to get rid
20
of this
gold
crap?
each.
Use
We
it all
can
now.
literally just do that.
Yeah, use it all now. 20 gold richer. Or you could leave it with
no
your
idea
account.
where I'm keeping my gold.
I assume that you have like a little kind of pouch or something, or like a shoulder bag.
Yeah, I just say I don't think I've written it down anywhere. So I have 20, I guess.
I have a grand total
Oh,
of
can
20.
can I get a bag of Holden?
Oh no, actually I've seen where I've written it. How do I have that much? That doesn't.
How much have you got? Mary, how much do you have?
Not much.
Medi, you're under no obligation to tell anyone how much money you have in this game. You could just be sitting there ridiculously
sorry, I
wealthy
should-
and not tell anyone ever. It's just like,
Just
Right.
like
How much do bags
Right.
of Holden cost?
I will say that you can be
You know what?
provided with a bag of holding that is. There's 2 bags of holding you can have. You can have the plain one, which is just a genuine, like just completely bag of holding. Nobody would notice what it was, and it costs 2,000 gold. or you can have the branded Neverwinter Irregulars ones, which cost 250 gold, and it literally says, "I bought this bag of holding at the Neverwinter Irregulars." So it does identify you
Yeah, I'm
as someone
definitely
that
buying
works
that one.
for the Neverwinter Irregulars.
Lee,
Yes,
Lee,
Uh-huh.
merch.
Yeah, I'm
merch.
totally fine with
Merch
that.
opportunity. Merch.
I'm on it. Mate.
Merch on-
Don't worry, I've just mentioned the merch. Anytime you want to buy something that we mention on stream, and in game,
Make it known to us, and it will appear
yeah,
magically.
the Neverwinter Irregular. That's why I lean on this one shot. But anytime you want to buy a weapon
So
or
that
armor,
costs-
if you have it emblazoned with the Neverwinter Irregulars, it is cheaper because it does identify it as magical armor. So if you walk up to
So
someone,
that was 250 gold, did you say?
got 250 gold, yeah. You now have a bag
Yeah,
of
okay.
holding. Do me a favour, Rach. On that bag of holding, roll me a d20.
Two.
Okay, I'm going to make a note. Okay.
Make a note.
Oh man. Should I regret that?
Don't know, maybe. Anyway, so, yeah, you've now
yes.
got your emblazoned bag of holding Neverwinter Regulars. I went to the Neverwinter Regulars and all I got was this lousy bag of holding. Yeah,
It's a great bag.
it's a pretty
I
cool
saved
bag.
1,750 gold, guys. I am not complaining.
Yeah. Yep, with the
It's only the branding you're paying for. That's all. It's only the branding you're paying for.
well, you're paying less for the branding, but yeah, because you're repping the Neverwinter Regulars, that's why it's cheaper. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, it's good.
I mean,
What
we
you
do
would-
work for them, so.
And it's a genuine
Sorry.
bag of holding. So yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
is it not real?
We said that.
Heading to. Chibi's getting her
just
towel and
said
heading
it's
to the
legit.
oasis.
No, I said, yeah, I just said it's legit.
But you're making me feel like it's not because you said it is.
Really? Oh, well, I don't know why you're feeling that way, Rachel. I hope I'm not.
Can I? Do I have detect magic?
Do you have to pick magic? I don't know. Do you? Are you good at arcane?
I had detect magic, but I decided not to use it today.
If anyone has detect magic or is proficient in arcana, they can do an arcana check on the bag.
I'm half
I can-
proficient, so could I do it?
I will take your half proficiency.
Well,
What is wrong?
I can do detect
I only got
magic.
12.
12. Okay. Is anyone else rolling?
Right, do you
Nope,
want me?
I don't have it.
Okay. Do you want me to cast it? Detect magic.
Is this detect
Sure.
magic? Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay. I casted detect magic.
Okay. You cast detect magic, and the bag to you, not to anyone else, starts to glow the appropriate colour. That is definitely a magical bag.
You just gave me anxiety when you said genuine because I was like, why has he said it like that?
It definitely has some sort of magic attached to it.
You know what this shit does, Lee.
This is more fun than playing the game. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so we continue. Do you want to try and go to the wellspring, the oasis in the desert, or do you want to spend more time with this bag? There's definitely a real
Look,
bag.
Chibi's
of
already
spend
got her
time
towel
with
and
the bag.
flip flops ready, so come on now.
Yep, Chibi's got her flip flops on.
Yeah, I've got
yeah.
my sunscreen because I'm just a little gnome.
That makes absolute sense.
then
Sunscreen
easy.
is very, very important to everybody. As you go through, Thistle is providing. He's giving you water cans. He's got some factor 50 all the way down to factor 1, depending on what you're interested in. But he has lots and lots
Make-
of sunscreen available. He's got big hats as well in case you
Can
need
we
them.
take a camel to the desert?
Here, you have a camel.
Make sure
Oh.
nobody touches
Dragon.
me because I burn in sunlight.
Wait, what?
You do overheat.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Just don't touch my. I'm mostly covered in clothes, but don't touch my face.
Yeah,
They
you can
just
see the
give him a
sizzling
coating
just
of
a little
Brasso.
bit. Like, shh.
Right,
You could People have been trying to cook eggs in my face when it's sunny.
That is well, okay. Do
But
I
then
have,
Oh, useful.
I've got some stuff that you could put on. It's like a zinc-based paste that would maybe take the heat. You'd have to reapply it. It won't soak into your skin because you're a robot. But
Then I
it'll keep
wouldn't-
you from getting hot. Also, big hat.
Big hat, yeah.
I have
Good call.
I have a big hat anyway, as you see in my character portrait.
Right. Well, you'll be fine then. Just don't stay in the sun too long, and you've got a big hat. Maybe wear like a cloak. Do you have internal heat? And he's going to put his hand on your chest. Are you warm to the touch?
Well, usually I'm quite cool to the touch.
Right. So like, there's a lot of fans and stuff inside you.
Well, I never really thought of that. But like, basically, it's kind of like magic,
Okay.
just like a magic rabbit.
Let me have a look here. And he starts poking about like the kind of like the armor of your actual chassis and body. Is there any parts you feel
I'm-
like put his hands in unless you stop him? He is very interested now.
Are you interested in looking at my holes?
Wait. Let me just consult.
Both Chewy's eyebrows raised.
I need to look at the guild protocol book. That doesn't. No. We had a meeting about this. No. I was just
Well, I
checking.
haven't-
We could maybe put some cooling pipes around you, and then we could pump through this liquid, and it would keep you nice and cool.
Okay.
an air conditioning system.
Well, it's more like a liquid pump cooling system. It would work for you, but you'd have lots of tubes around you. But
A
him-
liquid cooling system.
Yeah.
Yes.
but because
PC
he's-
Master Race.
Yeah, I don't know what PC is. Player character, but it would be like it would go through your chassis and it would pump around. Like, as you move, it would go around, and because of the special liquid, it would keep you nice and cool. But it would probably take me a few days to install it. Also, I don't know if it would work because I've never done it before.
Just leaks.
Well, if it pinches, it might just like spraying coolant all over you, and it's very toxic to humanoids and poisonous, and gives off fumes and smells bad.
Does it leave stains?
Yes, and it's corrosive.
I am very concerned of my robes. They were gifted.
Oh, it burns straight through them. You don't have to take it. It was just a suggestion. I can keep working on it.
Well, thank you for the suggestion. But I will politely turn down. Just make sure nobody touches my face in the meantime. I'm
No.
wearing gloves anyway, so.
Okay, you can put on a mask.
I have a hat,
Okay.
like a big brimmed hat.
Yeah. Thistle's not going to stop unless anyone asks him to stop. So it's up to you how long you want this to go on for. He is now completely
Maybe
enamored.
just
Thistle?
take the mask. Just take the mask. It'll shut him up.
I made this one
Send
out
us
of
to
skin.
our destination, please. Maybe when we get back.
Okay. Right.
Also, Becky will love the mask.
Yeah. I don't know. When you say about Beck, he's like, yeah, she's very pretty. He starts going around the portal, that's on the ground, and casts and waves his hands around things. He does a lot of stuff, but you notice he never seems to do the same thing twice, almost like he doesn't really know what he's doing. And then at the end of it, he just kind of throws some like a glowing dust in it, and it starts to glow. Alright. You're going to the Arctic tundra, that's right, isn't it?
I believe
Yes.
that is the desert.
Right, the desert. Oh yeah, the hot one. We just talked about that. Sorry, I get confused sometimes. Right, I'll get the
The watery
desert
bit
The
and the hot
Arctic
one.
tundra sounds great, though. Can we go there?
if you want.
Maybe
It'll either
next
be
time.
the Arctic
Maybe
tundra
next time.
or the
Okay,
middle of the
okay,
ocean
maybe
because I
next
can't
time.
remember what dust stuff through. But yeah, this desert, right? Oh no. And he goes and he gets some sand and he flings that on and it glows a different colour. Right, okay. Jim, you've done that for a while. Jim, roll a D100. I mean James.
2 seconds.
83.
Okay, I will make a note. Okay.
You'll
Iggity, ziggity, zoom! You all better run. Are you running?
Run.
Yes, Jimmy's
Yeah.
running.
Artemis and Warren.
Uh-oh.
3, 2, are you running?
Guess I'll just jump in.
Boom. Okay, your 3 friends disappear. Artemis. 1 and...
I'll just stay in like, wait, what's going on? Too late.
Magic. I guess you're staying here with me. Should I get the liquid out?
The weird cream and the tubes and the mask.
Yeah. Do you want to go with your
Did
friends?
Artemis seriously not go through?
No,
Artemis, did you go through or not?
I think I did.
Okay. Bye-bye! And then you...
Please say you did.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You just, as
Wait,
you're
what?
kind of thinking about it, he just goes up behind you and shoves you, and you go, and you all kind of go tumbling through it. If you've ever seen Stargate, it's like that, like the kind of the wormhole thing.
Yeah.
And you all just kind of like boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, onto the ground in various sets of disarray.
What's Stargate?
Don't worry about it,
It's
James. It's a ancient Earth TV show.
I have seen it.
I knew you'd seen
An
it,
Earth
James.
TV show.
I mean, a human TV show. Got a good cover there. No one suspects a thing.
What's a human? A human.
Now, where you've been transported to, it is freezing cold. Holy fuck, it's cold.
Oh shit. Okay.
Jimmy's fur puffs up.
Of 30% bigger. However, it's
Yeah.
freezing cold, but you lie on the ground and it's definitely sand underneath you. It is nighttime.
That's good.
And about
That's at night.
on the horizon, a good couple of miles away, you see some dancing lights. Some lights are kind of shooting off into the sky. There's flashes, all different kind of colours.
Can I use detect
Have a
magic again?
seat.
You can do detect magic again. I will say to you though, this is far away. This is a good couple of miles away.
I was gonna say, don't you have to
it's-
go closer?
It's only
Carnival
30
colour.
feet. It's only 30 feet, so I can't detect that.
Yeah, you.
It's only
Yeah,
30 feet.
that's fine. Yeah, you could. Yeah, there's no point detecting it right now. It's too far away.
We may have to get slightly closer.
Have I seen or heard of lights like these before?
Were we not told that there were mysterious lights? Then that's what we were investigating.
That is 1,000% yes.
No,
if-
sorry, have I seen them before?
Oh,
Not
these
heard of
kinds
them
of
because
lights.
I have
Yeah.
heard of them.
Yeah, we've all heard of lights, yes. What I was going to say
Yeah,
was, you can all give me a history check if you're proficient in either history or arcana. And yeah, if it's half proficiency, that's enough. If you're not, then no.
Oh,
I
history.
got, I got a 9 in history. I'm very good at history.
Go for it, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got a 9.
I had
Okay.
12.
12.
Got a 17.
Okay.
9.
I will say
If we're going
to
with
be,
the first number, I got 15.
yeah, the first number's always the one. You roll an advantage, so the first number's always the one you go with. I'll say Tubi and Odessa know this. This designates magic. It could be anything. It could be some
Okay.
kobolds that have found a wand of lights, or dancing lights. It could be a wizard that is just practicing spells. It
Actually, a rave.
appears to be magical in nature, but that's only because it's different colours. But there's definitely a sense of magic off it. At this distance, there's no way to tell what kind of magic is being cast over there.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to get closer, guys.
Quick question. Can I cast guidance on myself for future reference?
You can, but just tell me before you're doing any rolling, and
Okay.
it's just it's basically it lasts for like 1 minute or something, so you've got to use it straight away.
Okay.
So you can use guidance
Okay,
whenever you want.
okay.
All right.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Um,
I'll remember that.
That's why I use them bombs.
That's why I constantly say guidance when I'm Ralph.
Uh-huh.
That's anyway.
Okay.
because it's my favourite thing to do. Right, okay, so let's have a look. That was the claret. Okay. So yeah, use head
Is it-
towards. Yes, James?
As the desert, we're on some sort of dune.
You're just basically, it's a featureless desert as far as you can tell. You can see
Alright.
these lights off in the background, sorry, not background, on the horizon. When you turn round to face you, there is actually a settlement. This is probably about 10 miles away. There's a mountain range, and what you can see is just lights
Right.
dotted along. So there is definitely a settlement back there. It's one of the larger settlements, which I've not named at this time. But yeah, you're aware of it. It's a city that kind of, like a trading
Let's
hub.
definitely go there.
Let's turn away from the magic lights and go to the city. What you do know is it's the
My
city
thinking
of
was-
Tabaxi that is there.
Nice.
The uneducated
thinking
call
was-
it the Cat City. Go ahead, James.
My thinking was if we were on a sand dune, I was going to try and find something that I could use as a sled to go down.
If you want to use your shield or something
Yes.
appropriate, you go right ahead.
Just use me as the slide.
If you don't mind, I'll do that.
Yeah, Dartmouth has got some kind of transformation ability, and he just turns like he just, and he becomes slightly shitless. Said, what I mean is he just lies down and just makes a noise and then lies
Yeah.
down on the ground.
Plump.
Yeah. And you slide down for about 20 feet. Artemis, you are now filled with sand.
Oh, sorry.
It's a
I
sand
start dusting you off. That was fun.
When did I ever agree to be used as a sled?
It's there, he did, there.
like immediately for some reason.
I was saying it as a suggestion, not. I was saying it as a suggestion, not what I'm gonna do. You just push me down on the hill and use me as a sled without me agreeing to this.
I did not push you. You just jumped down, I just had to jump on top.
Mm-hmm. Strange. That doesn't feel like it. For some reason, I got pushed down, and then I got an immense amount of pressure on my back.
I'll look
Haven't
around.
we
and see if
just
there's
had a
anything-
conversation about how inappropriate it would be?
Yeah, about consent
the-
and
by
bodily rights
Brian.
and all that.
Yeah.
You realize I'm just gonna keep
Warren,
doing
you
this
should
now
know
on.
better.
Hey, I didn't touch him. He just went with it, and I went with it.
You literally straddled him and rode him down a tune. I don't care because the DM has reiterated it several times that you have already attended the class on this and how you behave with others. So it's up to you whether you follow his advice or not.
Shall we perhaps head towards the lights?
Nah, why bother? It's 9:30 now. Fuck it.
You're
Like,
going to get faster on some sort of sled.
yeah. We're okay. Yeah, so you just want to
Let's
head
go
towards
to
like,
what a settlement Lee hasn't named yet.
let's go to the unnamed city, which I have nothing for you to do there, but it is a city of Tabaxi. That have got they sound like the cat people from Skyrim, whose name I can't remember.
Khajiit.
The Khajiit, yes.
Khajiit.
Khajiit have wares.
Khajiit.
Let's go find Mike the liar.
You're okay. Right, so you guys going towards this oasis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us go.
Yes. Chubby is eager to get there before dawn because that is the way you get your towel on the good sun lounger.
That is 1,000. That's because so if you go over there, it is just Germans have already taken all the
Jimmy.
sun pictures.
I wonder
Jimmy,
if
can
it's-
I ride on your shoulders, please? Because I'm kind of getting like sinking in the sand a little bit.
Not the little legs going into the sand. Well, I suppose so. Oh,
Okay, so I have your permission. I just go
Yes.
Straight
my
away up
shoulders.
the back. Okay.
And I just say to her, remember, remember to give her water every 1 hour because she's always thirsty.
Okay.
Because when she's on your back, you are under her care. You are under your.
I'm
sorry,
under her care.
No, I mean like the other way around. Sorry.
Feed me, small one. What do you have?
Give me grapes.
Well, I've got a little bit of bread left. Here you go. I should give you some bread.
Thank you. Have
Rich,
thanks.
can I ask you a question?
Can you get this?
Rich, can I ask you a question? What is it you've put in the bag of holding?
Oh, right. Okay. So, as of right now,
Yes.
nothing.
Nothing's in the bag. That's fine. Just let me know when you put something
No.
in it.
Oh,
Maybe
Yeah,
like
I
some basic
haven't. I
stuff.
don't think I'll have put anything in it just
I'm going to
yet.
tell you right now, Rachel, that most of your belongings should now be in the bag of holding, because why else would you have a bag of holding?
good point.
Actually, everything would be in it, wouldn't there?
Well, good to know.
Probably. I mean, if I
But,
personally had a
you
bag
see,
of
the
holding
stuff I
as a
have
human
it-
being, I would put everything in it.
The stuff I have is like tinderbox, torch, water skin, like
That's
shit that you don't
absolutely fine.
actually, you know.
So I will just assume everything,
don't
all
have
your
much
mundane
stuff.
crap is
So, like,
in there, then, yeah?
My potions. My
Right.
potions of healing, they'll be in there.
We'll
How about
say
that?
all your mundane crap and your potions is in there. Is your money in there?
Yeah.
Good to know.
I want to say no because you've said it, but yeah, probably. Because that's why I thought of the bag of healing because James said about the money. So yeah, my money would be in there. How much have I lost?
Everything's fine. You gotta try and get stuff out of your bag.
It's fine. It's all fine. Don't
Oh,
worry.
no.
Well, Odessa, a word of advice. Perhaps there's some things you would not keep in the bag of holding. They're quite convenient. But you shouldn't put all the eggs into one basket. What if something goes wrong?
Well, if something goes wrong, I'm probably dead. So I won't need any of it if I'm dead. Right?
I'll tell you what, Rach, right? So reach into your
I
bag
will revive.
and
Don't-
try and take
don't
one
worry.
item out. What are you trying to take out?
Oh, fuck. Okay. I will try and just take a singular gold piece out.
Okay, absolutely fine. Roll me a d10.
Motherfucker. Well, that is a D10. 10.
Yeah, you get a gold piece. Here's
Is
a
that
gold
good or bad?
Yeah, you got a gold piece. Fantastic. Yeah. Why? I don't know why you just put one. That seems weird, but yeah. You don't know what compels you to just put your hand in and pull out a single piece. But
You
did.
made me nervous.
You put it back in. You're putting it back in.
No, I'm putting it in a different pouch altogether.
And plus,
You are all making me nervous.
and plus, Odessa, you cannot die. I won't let you. I will not let you die.
Hey, Artemis, would you like to
Oh,
try and get something out the
thanks.
bag?
Oh, fuck.
You don't have to. No, I'm just asking.
Well,
Go for
sorry,
it.
sorry, what's the question again? Sorry.
Would you like to try and get something out the bag?
Yeah, sure.
Rachel, what do you
At
tell
your
us in the bag?
permission. At your permission, Odessa.
Of course, yes. I'll
I'm
just
sure this is happening as we're
open it up
walking.
and you can just
Yeah,
put
yeah,
your
yeah.
hand in and just pick the first thing that your hand comes to.
Okay, so I just roll a d10, yeah?
Roll me a d10.
Okie dokes. I got a 6.
Absolutely fine, yeah. Get a gold piece out.
Oh, this is quite fascinating.
Bag that's
I
really
put it back
heavier or
in the bag.
lighter, yeah. You put it back in, yeah.
I just put it back in.
I'm going to do it again. I've got a 5.
You're 5, yeah. Fine. Gold piece comes
I'm
out.
going to go again.
Okay.
A 9. Going to go again. 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a strength check.
Uh, 8.
Your arm's not coming out. Actually, it's pulling you in. Oh shit.
Oh,
You-
fuck!
You're in the bag, Rach. It's all black.
Wait, how tight was she holding on to me?
Well, if you want to also give me a strength
Well, I
check,
wasn't
then
really holding on to her. I just had, like, I just was sort of sitting on you.
what you guys
So
see
I
is
wouldn't have, yeah, I
so
would have
she's
just
basically
went
sitting on her
straight in.
shoulders, and she's just throwing around in the bag, and all of a sudden she just kind of like flips over, her little legs go up in the air, and she just shoots straight into the bag.
Right.
Oh, great.
Well, that's unusual.
Fall into the
Everybody
bag of
roll me
holding.
initiative.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
I said roll me initiative.
0.
Oh, fucking hell.
Do you want me to?
Ah,
Everybody roll me initiative.
that
11.
11?
0.
23.
Let's see, Minnie's
Oh.
23,
Nice one,
Rach is
Mary.
11. James, what did you get, mate?
14.
14. And Artemis got a 0. Okay.
How can you get a zero? Oh, -1.
With his -3 to go, with his -3 to it.
I didn't
I have -1
know you
initiative.
could get a
-1.
-2 initiative. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, if your dexterity is low enough. Okay. So, you just see your little friend get shot straight into this bag.
Hodessa!
Fuck's sake.
I was
Mary,
like
a
opening.
bag falls to the floor directly in front of Tubi. Your friend is not there. You see just in time to see her
I
legs
did
shooting
this
into
to
the bag.
myself.
Could I pick up the bag and go, hello?
Yeah, it doesn't talk. It just appears to be a bag. It appears to be a bag of holding of some kind. You know how these
Odessa?
work. You think about what you want, and you put your arm and you pull it out.
Hold on a moment. I take my shoe and my sock off first.
Yep.
Right. And then I reach in and try and find Odessa.
You think Odessa really hard. First of all, roll me a d10.
Yeah. Okay. That is a thing I can definitely do with my ability to roll things.
Yep.
Possibly. I get a 4.
You get pulled into the back.
I
So
think
Dan
if
could
you
take a
roll
put that sock
under
off.
5, you get pulled in.
Yep. Vroom. You're in the bag. Holy shit.
Okay. What do I see?
Blackness.
Yeah, nothing. I can't see
Even
anything
with my
either.
dark vision?
It's not. This is not the absence of light. This is the absence of anything.
So do I hear anything?
It's just blackness.
Can I breathe?
You can weirdly you can breathe,
Options.
but you're in
It's
the
not
void.
closed. It's not closed, so
Right. We'll come back to you.
I'll just shout. Anybody there?
You don't hear anything.
Can Tubi hear me?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Gosh darn it.
James, you just seen the halfling get sucked into the bag, and then the 8-foot tall bugbear gets sucked into
An
the
entire
bag.
bugbear. Yeah.
I am just going to sit down and look at Artemis, go back to the bag.
A gnome and a bugbear.
I'm like, what are we doing? I kind of wanted to take my rapier and try and flap it till the bag's inside out.
You want to flip the bag inside out?
Yeah.
That sounds
This might
bad.
be fun.
That sounds
So-
bad.
Wait! Don't do that! You
Why?
get stuck in the entire
Do
earth.
it, do it, do it,
But
do
if
it.
it's inside out, maybe the content shoot out.
Yes,
Okay.
but the bag of holding is basically it's basically a pocket dimension. Imagine the disasters would be consequential. It'll be
Just don't
disastrous
put another
consequences.
bag of folding inside of it.
I will allow both
Yes.
of you.
Oh my god, imagine if Mary had a bag of holding on her.
Yeah.
Yes, imagine.
Well, if she did, what I'd have
Shit,
said is
that
on
would
its
be
way in,
crazy.
it would have just bounced out. It wouldn't. It would just for funsies.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is just maybe for fun, guys. I'm not trying to
Because
destroy
that
the
shit
world.
would have
Okay?
been mad.
Right. This is meant to be this is just meant to be a fun aside because we're never going to get through the one shot anyway. So that if you did, it kind of like was ripped from your grasp and just kind of shot across. So
It's
it's
all
fine.
right. I do not have a bag of holding on my person at this time,
Okay, that's fine.
fortunately.
Yes. Otherwise, things would have went poorly. Okay.
I just thought it would be funny.
I mean, if you want to destroy things, I mean, all that would have happened is it would have blown up and it would have sucked anyone round about within like a 20-foot radius into the astral plane, which would have been a whole campaign I'd have had to go and
Would have been
purchase.
fun.
And then this is what we've been doing on Mondays, I guess.
I'm going to get my rope. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get my rope out and I'm going to go, Artemis, hold this.
Very well.
I tie myself to the rope, and I go and try and look in, reach in, grab. I guess
Okay,
I'm gonna
you
try and
reach into the
grab
bag.
one.
Before we go any further, roll me a d10.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey,
A
Yep, you reach in.
Nice.
What are you
Right.
looking for?
Odessa? No.
Odessa,
gnome
right?
gets
You're looking for
small.
Odessa, right?
Yeah.
You feel your hand clamp on something. Odessa, you feel a hand clamp on to like a part of your arm or your body. You need to pull, mate. You need to really pull. You need to give me a strength check.
Right, okay, I
Am I? Would I have any indication that it was my friend coming to save me?
All you would know is something has grabbed you from behind. You'd maybe guess it's a hand. I don't know, but all you feel is like something grabs
I will
onto the
get
back
my
of you.
dagger. I will get my dagger and slash at this, whatever it is, anything. She doesn't know what it is, but
No,
she's
but
gonna slash at
that-
it because
Right.
she's just being pulled into with this.
I-
I
bag.
will let James take his shot first, and then you can slash him. Okay? But before
I
you
get
go,
advantage if
Yeah.
Artemis has got me around, it's got the rope around me. That's all.
if Artemis wants to use his turn to pull as well, you can have the disadvantage.
Because I've got a 7, I've got a 19 advantage, that was all.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh my god, is your strength is oh my god, your strength is -1.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh dear god. Okay, cool. I wish
Which
I'd known
is why
that
I was hinting it.
because
which-
right. I will let you into something, right? As you may have guessed, this is not a bag of holding. There is only one way to get out of this bag, and it is well actually there's two ways. One is to pass a strength check, which is 20. What I'll say though is he done an advantage and you did crit.
My strength is 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the one.
I will allow the 19 because it was a crit, even though it was a -1. So as you're pulling out, Rach, give me your attack damage. So just roll the slash.
Okay, so that is a 25 to hit, and then it is a 6 damage.
So James, as you are
Ah.
grabbing and pulling your friend out, you feel an intense pain in your arm, and you take 6 damage.
Yeah, she's gonna probably try and get out of the grass.
Jesus, really? Okay. Rachel's
All I'm thinking,
Yeah.
all I'm thinking, I grab her, I
Some
grab
shit's
her out,
pulling her again. She
And,
wants out.
and
You
as
should
he,
have.
as he grabs her out, my arm gets all cut.
yeah.
You should have went for the barbarian.
What I will say is that, right, as it stands right now, he's got you. He did crit, so I'm gonna allow it. You got slashed in the arm, James. If you want, you could. Well, actually, no. You said you're trying to get out. Right. Give me give me
She
a
wouldn't
post.
know it was him.
I know you don't. Yeah. I will give you a dexterity check. This is to beat his 19. That is
Okay.
what the strength was. So if you do a dexterity and it's higher than 19, then you successfully get out of his grasp.
No, I got 11.
So yeah, James, you feel it and you feel it
I rolled a
wriggling,
8, so
but then something hits
that's
you in the arm,
good.
and then and she comes flying out. The little halfling comes flying out. And kind of lands a few feet. Okay.
Little legs poking out the sands.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? I'm just standing there with a bloody dagger, looking fucking terrified.
Right. Now we'll flash back to Tubby, who's still in the bag. Tubby, you're not entirely sure what being digested would feel like, but you're pretty sure this is being digested. We'll flash back to your friends, and I will say by being digested, you feel like something's about to happen to you in which you will cease to be. The three is
Okay.
out there. All of you can now give me a history and arcana check at advantage to see if you've worked out what this is.
Okay,
A history. I got a 22.
Cool.
Ah,
Okay.
9.
Callum, Artemis, no idea. Warren and Odessa. Oh, this is a bag of devouring. This is not a bag of holding. you're beginning to wonder if maybe it was Thistle that enchanted these and maybe misunderstood the recipe.
Oh shit!
You've got two ways of getting Tubi out there. One is to put your arm in there and hopefully not get sucked in, and then pull real hard and hopefully she'll come out, or flip the bag inside out. If you pierce it, it will she will disappear to the astral plane.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick it
I
up
know
real
that was your
quick
first
and
thing, James, mate, but I can't tell you the answer. So
I'm gonna get the bag and upside down. Jimmy, come out!
so you put it upside down. She
Can
doesn't
I-
come out when it's upside down. You've got to flip it inside out.
Can I cast
Okay,
can
I'll do that. I'll go.
You can kind of see it. This isn't a check though, mate. This is literally pushing the bottom of the bag and just flipping out. As you flip out, everything you put in comes spilling out, including Tubi.
Yeah.
Like, just slide out onto the sand, spinning gently.
Yeah.
Is to be intact.
Tubi, roll me 2d6
Okay.
to see how many fingers you have left.
Also, it's my shit there. Like, what's
Everything
happened
that
to
was
that?
in there is still there. You
Got
take
five.
five.
Okay.
You take 5 acid damage.
Okay, 5 acid damage. Got it.
I will break out my healer kit and do 2 of its uses on Warren and Tyre.
Chubby.
Us, Tubi, yeah, right.
Chubby.
Chubi. So Warren and Chubi, I will use my healers. Right, let me just get that information up if I can.
Mate, just roll 2d10
Right.
or something. Let's not worry about it too much. It's okay.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, there you go.
2d4. So 2 of you roll a 2d4.
Okay.
He starts scraping the kind of digestive enzymes off you, Tubi, and then gives you a bit of a back rub, and you get 4 hit points back.
So that
Warren, he
so that
binds
it,
your
you
wound.
get it's 2d4 plus 2, so you get 6 hit points back each.
There you go.
Oh, well, fine. Then.
So once he's kind of put some balms and salving lotions on you, you feel all fresh.
Is that
Can I,
negative
can I
6 back? Or-
can I cast prestidigitation? Is it on my clothes?
Prestidigitation, absolutely can, yes.
Yes.
It'll make them all fresh
That's
and
what
clean.
it is.
Right. Okay. Good. Because you know
Can I
this
collect
embroidery
my
costs a lot.
stuff?
Of course you can. What are you going to put it in?
Can I please collect all my stuff? I'm putting it back in the same bag.
Wait. If she puts it in the bag while it's inside out, is it okay?
It is, because it's now it's the normal bag.
Right.
Oh no, I'm gonna flip it back to the bag of Devour and put the stuff back in that way, because you said when I tipped it out everything came out, so I'm just gonna do that way again. But I'm just when I try to get
I'm
something
gonna
out next time, I'm just gonna.
I'm going to turn to Tally. I don't know why I'm forgetting her name. I'm going to turn around to his
Odessa.
cat and say, Odessa, if you fall back in that bag, I'm not going to pull you back out.
Good point. I don't put everything back in.
Coward.
I'll put it back in the thingy bay.
Okay, so you flip it back the other way and you
That's
two
so
just...
cool, though. Oh, guys, we
It's
can
not
put
cool,
things in this. We can put shit in this that we don't want to be found.
Or we could trick someone at some point and go,
Wear it the
perhaps
hat.
you would care for something from my bag, robber.
Yes.
reach
Oh
in,
my
perhaps.
goodness. Right. Well, I'm still gonna keep it. I
mean,
want discount though.
Oh god, it's useless.
Okay.
You do remember that when you purchased it, there was a large sign that says no refunds for any reason. We are not responsible for any faulty
Aw.
goods you've been provided. And now
It's okay.
you
I'll
think
just
more
scream
about
at
that.
the cobalt.
Yeah.
Well, it's never in the fine print in my contract, so
The contracts that you're provided with when you became adventurers
there
for
was
the...
no fine prints, right?
Oh, there was pages of it. There was pages and pages and
no
pages of
fine
it.
print.
There was lots.
Oh
And
yeah, I just didn't read it.
It wasn't even fine print. It was literally the title of one of the sections was "If you die, it's your fault. We take no responsibility for your safety." It's on every
Bag
page.
of devouring.
Bag of devouring. Yep. I've never got to use
Very
a bag at
rare.
the bag. Yeah.
I find my stocking
Shit.
shoe and put it back on.
Yep.
Okay, right, I've got a bag of devouring now. I'm actually really chuffed with that. Not gonna lie.
Just so you
I
guys
wouldn't
know,
say that's a wise purchase.
if I was being particularly cruel to him, the way it reads is that see after Artemis shot, if you two were still in the bag, you were dead. That was it. There was no saves. There was no acid damage. You're just dead, and that's the end of it. It is brutal. But I made it.
And
Thank fuck for that.
and I won't be able to use Revivify if that happens.
No, mate, there would be no bodies. They would literally just be, they would
Yeah.
be gone.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I
That's
need
why
the
I'm
body
saying it would
to
be
use
great to
Revivify.
get rid of shit.
Jesus
it'd be good to
Christ.
get rid of people. Yeah, like if you put people in the bag,
Yeah.
it's a fantastic way of getting rid of bodies. Yeah.
Lee,
But you know what I mean?
Lee, knowing what we're like, that could very, very easily come up.
I mean, you're not wrong. There's also another use that we didn't come into. I'll tell you now, seeing as you're not using it as a bag. Everything you put in the bag, every 24 hours, one of those things disappears forever.
That's fucking mad.
Yeah. So that's
I'm keeping it.
so yeah. If you put in a body, 24 hours later, there would be no body in that bag. So no matter what you put in there, it is gone 24 hours. Like you can get rid of basically one thing.
That
a day.
is so cool.
I give you.
And concerning.
Yeah, it's great that you're showing like, all the crimes we can commit with this bag.
Wait, the next baddie I say baddie, saying us, but
Yeah.
the next
But the amount of
Person
times
we
we got
are
in trouble
against.
with the law.
How many guards could we fit in the bag? All my ill-gotten gains are in this bag, officer. Just reach inside. And then, as you said, things happen.
What if we wanted to destroy like an object or something?
Yeah, and you could
sounds
put
like
it
it
in
would
the
do
bag.
that.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you want to get rid of
Yeah.
a bag as well, you could just if you want to get rid of something, you can literally put it in and then burst the bag and it will transport it to the astral sea. But the things that get transported to the astral sea often return. Because
Yeah, we don't want that.
Can
I
I
can't.
go? No.
well, you could go there, but I mean, it's an astral sea, and I'm not entirely sure what that
No.
means. Is it like a sea in
Oh.
space? I feel like that's not
We
a good
get
place
an
to go.
astral boat.
Yeah,
I would have
and
thought so.
There's
Let's do a
astro-
sci-fi campaign.
there's literally a whole campaign they're selling it now that is the Astral Sea campaign. Apparently, it's not very good.
One of us would be screwed though, because one of us would have to pace the bag, so would have to be left behind.
You just pay a peasant to just burst the bag. Say, hey, you there? We're gonna jump inside this bag.
You
just
stab
stab
this
it.
bag.
Wait. We could hang the bag from a small rope,
Mhm.
and like coat part of the rope with butter, and have a rat gnaw on that bit, and have a very sharp thing underneath it, and then eventually the bag will drop.
Or like a whole
right
bunch
on
of
it.
spikes.
As long as it drops within 6 seconds of you jumping in the bag, then that is fine. Otherwise, you will again be completely removed from existence, or just a peasant to just go.
Wait, hang on. I don't get these rules here. How come we'll be removed from existence within 6 seconds, but everything else takes 24 hours?
It's just for living things. It seems to consume very quickly. Inanimate objects, it just kind of
Oh,
doesn't bother so much.
So wait, what
That's
about
fair enough.
previously living things?
Say that again, Minnie?
What about previously living things like corpses?
Well, interesting enough, because there would still be bacteria in your corpse as it died, but I'm going to go by D&D rules, which ignores all that shit, so I'm going to say it's like sentient things.
Okay.
Why can't anyone just use a Why can't anyone just use a crossbow and just shoot it?
Again, all valid ways
Yeah,
of
but
bursting-
someone would have to be outside.
Yeah, but I mean, you just get a person to do it. Just like, hey, you, I'll give you 20 gold to stab this bag. It's since once we've all jumped inside.
Can't
And just,
trust people. Have you met them?
yeah, you can get someone at the guild to do it. I mean, there's other ways of getting to the
no,
actual sea, guys.
no. There's 20 gold in this bag that you can retrieve after you've stabbed it.
Well, once, yeah,
Well,
so
let
it's
me
once they
jump
stab
in
it.
the bag, and
This is
then
a
hold
very
on to the
concerning-
bottom of the bag as you jump in.
I just like
I don't know how comfortable I'd be trying to pierce the bag as I'm jumping in, because like if you do it too early, your legs get transported to the astral sea, and then the rest of you doesn't.
Oh my god. Imagine. Just half a body. I wouldn't
You
take
know,
that
our-
chance.
like Artemis is like very being very uncomfortable with this, and he's just sweeping up to the side, like,
Yeah, we're probably actually having this conversation.
I assume you're having this conversation as you are walking. Yeah, so I was getting really into it as well. I forgot we're actually doing a
Walking,
one shot, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so
We never do a one shot. It doesn't work.
I
that
always walk as I talk with my characters unless I specifically say
just
I'm
to
staying in
clarify,
the same place.
we haven't even gotten to page 1 of the one shot. Just so you know.
Brilliant.
Right?
Brilliant.
This is.
Brilliant.
Classic, yeah.
Classic you. Yes.
We knew this was going to happen, Lee. We said it at the beginning.
Yeah. It's literally just so any viewers know. I did go and buy a bunch of very short one shots. I thought, you know what, we'll do one tonight.
I'll
And
get
then I
through
thought,
these.
I'll give them a short aside. This is the first line of this one shot. Let me just read this. What the first bit? Let me just make sure I get this right. Where are you, stupid thing? Okay, adventure element at first. Approaching the wellspring activates a powerful magic field. We've not got to the part where we approach the wellspring, right? We are still. My last description was you're a couple of miles away and you're walking towards it. You have
We
to
haven't
get.
started yet.
Well, I'll say that you have now been walking as you're discussing this whole thing, but you need to get into within half a mile for everything to kick in. So you are just coming to the
Fucking
first
hell.
line of the one shot now. Right, so
At 10 o'clock, yeah.
Right, so can
Oh.
we go back to that village?
do you want to turn around and go to Cat City? You absolutely can. Right, you're all spellcasters, is that right? Or some kind of arcana at your fingertips?
I am.
No,
I've
no,
been a
I'm
bard
having
this
a
whole
so.
time.
How many of you are
yeah,
bards,
I'm a
actually?
cleric.
At least two of us right now.
James, what are
I'm a
you?
bard.
You're a bard.
I'm a rogue.
You're a rogue,
I'm a
that's
rogue.
right. And you've no magic, have you?
No.
Okay, right. Anyone who is a spellcaster, which would be our two bards and our cleric, as you get closer, you start to feel kind of like. I don't know. Actually, what would each one of your how would you feel magic? What do you think magic feels like to you?
It
Something
kind of
like,
feels like sonar.
Mhm.
Feels like sonar to me. Like it's just like beep 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 beep. Magic.
it's like, 'cause there's certainly kind of roboticness to it
Yeah.
then. So like, you know, you can
Yeah.
you feel like almost like an electricity in the air, and that's where you can kind of feel. That's how it hits you. That makes sense to me. Many,
Magic. 45 degrees. 45 degrees angle. 3 miles ahead.
It's much closer than that because you've been walking. But yeah, what about Mary? How does magic feel to you?
Sort of like a rising wind, but without any movement in the air.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
there's a sensation happening, but it's not a sensation of the mundane world.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, you can feel it on your skin and through your hair and all that kind of stuff. But again, without those things moving, without them being faded, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And Rachel, how do you experience magic when you know it's nearby, but you know it's not like a flashing light or like lightning shooting? How do you know magic's there? What do you feel?
So you know when you've got really bad anxiety and you feel like you're in a bubble,
Okay.
Hmm.
kind of like that, except it's like it's hot, so it like the heat sort of rises,
Okay, and is it in your body or
so
in your
it doesn't
mind?
actually feel nice. In like the body. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like
So it's not a nice feeling, but it's just like it's a strange sensation.
I like how you
It doesn't
use it.
hurt or anything, but it's weird.
Yeah, it's like when you've got just strange things welling through you, but you don't understand it. And James, in this instance, you feel
Yeah,
nothing because you're not
Kind of
magic.
like an anxiety attack.
I like an
I
anxiety,
don't
but
feel
not
anything.
awful.
I'm not magic.
Yeah. You just look
I'm just describing what I usually feel.
Aw.
I'm just asking, like, here is magic. What do magic feel like to you guys? I'm just sitting there walking away listening to you, so.
Yeah. They start describing it. Okay. As you just walk towards them, anyone who has got a proficient in Arcana, and yeah, give me a Arcana check, please. The DC is 14. So just if anyone beats 14, let me know.
I'm not proficient.
If you're not proficient, you don't
I
get
did
to roll.
not beat
I
14.
do not have that.
If not, he's got so
I got I got a 7.
7, okay. Mary, you're not,
Did
you're
real
not
bad.
checked in it now. You do have
No.
Jack of all trades, so
Is it
you.
just me?
How about I cast guidance on myself and make an Arcana check?
And it doesn't give you proficiency, so we'll just like, yeah, okay, no.
Can I give myself bardic inspiration?
In this instance, I'm going to say no because you didn't know to give yourself it. This was just like a general feeling that you're getting. All you know that is that
Fair enough.
there's magic you don't recognise. I'll give you that. And by which I mean don't recognise is like most magic you can recognise as being arcane or divine or like conjuring or illusion magic. You know, there's certain ways each one of those things make you feel. But this one,
When
yeah.
When you mentioned divine, I could do like a religion check.
Nah, I'm just saying that's what you
Is
would
it
normally
divine
do. You'd be able to recognise divine magic straight away, 'cause you're like that is what kind of flows through you. All you can
Yeah.
tell is this magic is not like anything you've experienced. And even walking around the city, like you know, people will walk by and you're like, oh, that person has conjuring magic because you can just feel it or taste it or sense it or whatever it is you can do. But at this moment, all you know is it's magic you don't recognise. Do you want to continue walking towards the oasis?
I
Yep.
will.
I'm going to assume that's a yes from
I
everyone.
think I'm good. I'm gonna sort of stay at the back though.
Interesting. Okay. So as you are trudging along, you know, again, the feeling of unease keeps going, and it's not so much like I'm scared of magic. It's more just like this magic doesn't taste right or itch right or like just flow through me right. It's just different than anything I've ever experienced before. Can everybody give me a strength saving throw, please?
Oh,
Oh
God.
shit.
Oh,
16.
Good.
13.
13,
Oh,
good.
7.
13.
Oh, nope, still 16, yeah.
20.
Shit, not 20.
Okay, everyone a bit at 12, let me know. Rachel, yes.
13.
Armish, yes. James,
I got a 16.
you're 16.
Yeah, but at 12.
And Mary,
14, I think.
We all did good.
20.
perfect.
Mary got a nat 20.
Okay, so as you walk along, there is suddenly just a rush of arcane force straight from the ground, and it just hits over you. It's like being pushed back with immense force, but in that second, you just all manage to kind of steel yourself, and it kind of washes over you. You position yourself in a way, you do something with your bodies that makes it kind of like sweep around you. But you realise in that second, if you hadn't reacted fast enough, it would have threw you through the air. The very next thing you do is just put your hands over your ear because the sound that comes after this happens is ridiculous. Can everyone give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Um,
5.
21.
11.
17.
Okay, everyone that got less than 12, you did not get your ears quick enough. You did not cover your ears quick enough. You're deaf.
Oh,
Hey!
Okay.
There's a loud.
Wait, how can the robot be deaf?
Because it overloads
Just
your
a
ear
condition.
sensors, mate. And
Your mics blew out.
yeah, you
yeah.
can feel
your,
them.
your eardrum's just a bit fucked.
Yeah. In the moment, it's knocked
Okay.
things off kind of like the sensor they should be on, and in that moment, you're like, I can't hear a thing. But it's like a massively loud ringing in your ears, but you can tell it's going to pass. But in this moment, I can't hear a fucking thing. Yeah. I've
Is
been
it
there.
like a painful feeling?
Yeah, it fucking hurts. Yeah, it's really fucking sore because
Yeah.
it's like
Because my dog barked in my ear yesterday and she was right next to my ear and fucking hell that hurt.
yeah, it hurts. Like you've not taken damage from it, but it fucking hurts, and like you're a bit disorientated for a second, and then when you look around, you see Warren and Odessa talking. All you can hear is like ring, nothing. It's like you cannot hear a single fucking word. You can see them like frantically speaking to you, but you can't hear a word.
Like maybe Artemis just hears like white noise going. Shh. Just
Yep.
just
Yeah,
like
just
you can-
imagine like a blown speaker, mate. Yeah, so it's just.
Hurry.
What
Is
is
he
that?
broke?
I can't hear anything.
Now there's one last thing that's going to happen.
What?
What?
Warren,
can't
I
hear
think
you.
he's broken.
What? The rest of the session is just loudly shouting what to each other.
Huh?
What?
What are you saying?
Huh?
I think something fizzed down my sound receptors.
You what? You what?
I don't have a pound of rats.
In this moment, something else overcomes each one of you.
Uh-oh.
You become
Oh.
desperate. I know this is this is real fun.
Okay.
This is what should happen on the bit. It should just fuck you up. Don't give you exhaustion. That's annoying. Right. The each one of you feels compelled to say what your first experience with magic is. You need to tell somebody what your how you first experienced magic. James, how did you first experience magic? What was the first time you seen magic?
For the first time I seen magic.
Yep, as you
Well,
as the rogue Warren, when was the first time you experienced something magical? So either someone doing magic or seeing a magic trick or whatever bullshit you'd like to make up right now. Go for it.
Well, Warren had a sister, and I like to believe she had a magical way with herself. Whenever I got injured, she was always heal me up. So yeah.
So yeah, so you talk about your sister. Was it divine magic she had, or was she a bard, or was it like a nature magic?
I think it was a nature magic, if I remember. I think she was a druid or something like that.
If that's what you want, that's absolutely fine. So your first
Yeah.
experience of magic was your sister using kind of healing natural magic whenever you'd get a cut and a scrape, or like hurt yourself when you're trying to break into people's houses or whatever. Rochelle, what was your first experience of magic?
When she was quite young, so probably about 4, and she was scared of the dark, and just randomly one night, just a ball of light appeared out of her hand.
Jesus, this is just one day. What the hell?
Yeah, when she was just like so scared, the magic just kind of pretty cool.
I like it. Mary, although you don't know what they're saying, you feel like you need to tell them what your magic is. They're mouthing some words, but you don't know what they're going on about. But you want to tell them about the first time you experienced magic.
I first experienced magic when, as a small child, I was playing in the woods and there was a little stream and there was some sort of spirit that lived in that stream and it tinkled little musical notes.
Oh.
Oh.
And did the musical notes kind of like actually take form and like dance across the water and all that kind of cool stuff?
It
No.
it did, like, when you get like a little drop of water but for some reason it doesn't go into the rest, it sort of skates along the top of the water.
Yeah.
Yes.
It did that. It sort of made those and it made little sounds.
Oh, that's real cute. Okay. Artemis, you have no idea what these people are saying, but you want to tell them about the first time you experienced magic.
Artemis describes the scene as a place that he hasn't seen in today's world, not in this current time, but maybe like a long time, like thousands of years in the past. You see a line of people in cuffs, like begging and pleading for their lives, and on the other side, a group of wizards begin to prepare a fire magic, and well,
It's real dark,
The
man.
wizard.
So yeah, he tells you the sad
Oh.
story of people getting burned with magic.
the wi-
It's okay, we can't hear any of it.
the wiz-
Yeah.
The
go ahead.
wizards say, "Glory to the Empire," as glory to the Empire, death to the traitors, and the prisoners all burned, and Artemis just watches.
Burn, bitches, burn.
It's not.
I like how you take the wrong things from this story.
It's like it's not the Artemis you know. It's not the Artemis you know. It's almost like it's another Artemis.
Is this the Artemis that Artemis knows, or is this like a memory long forgotten?
Memory long forgotten.
Well, in this moment, yeah, this actually brings you back. Actually, because of that, I quite like that, mate. So in that moment, it awakens something deep within your memory of like the first time you saw magic. This was like almost like the first time you were turned on. As I mean, activated. Sorry, not got horny.
Nothing to do with Becky.
Nothing to do with Becky. And then this one, you're like, this is partially what I was created for. I was something to do with this empire, and it triggers something else that's happened recently. This magic that you just felt, that you could feel from far away, is an ancient magic, and you have experienced it before. This isn't like the modern magic, though. This is the old magic, the primal magic, the first magic.
I remember this magic. And Artemis just drops into his knees in despair. And I watched it hurt people.
I'm gonna walk up to him and sort of, well, I wouldn't kneel down, he's too tall. Just go, it's okay, it's okay. Shh.
Yeah.
Then my
Are
hand on
his
his bell.
knees broken?
Oh no, like it's at night, isn't it? The desert night.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Oh,
not getting scorched. You're
frostbite.
still nice. I was going to say it's about you can see the kind of light from the sun coming up.
Frostbite.
Yeah. He's not overheating or anything.
He was probably wearing robes anyway, so he won't be able to touch his. It's only like when you touch the metal part that burns or.
I
Freeze.
thought it was hot. I
No, it's
get
not
that.
daytime yet. No. I've had just walking through the night in a desert. It's actually very cold.
Oh.
You can actually
Oh
see
yeah,
some
you
frost.
said it was cold. You said it was cold, didn't you?
I know I'm an excellent DM.
Like he's
I'm
like
just a
you can
stupid player. That's what I am.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
like you could
Rachel.
you could probably see some frost in his skin right now.
Oh my god, his robot skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he takes the
Oh,
heat. He
that
takes
sounds
the cold.
creepy as fuck.
Oh shit, it's horrifying. Yeah, there's like, it doesn't get so much frosty in this. There's not enough moisture in the air for it to get frosty because at the end of the day it's burning hot. But you know, he's certainly cold to the touch. What I'll say is, in this moment, Artemis, this does take over you, and you do spend some time. I'm going to say that you spend enough time that your hearing slowly starts to come back for Toby and yourself. So, like, this kind of the screaming or the hissing or the ringing slowly starts to come down, and with a bit of difficulty, you can actually start to hear what people are saying. So you start to hear Odessa
Nice.
actually kind of consoling you, and she, although I'm not sure what the sensations robots can feel, she has put her little tiny halfling hands on you, and she's like patting you in the back and that.
No,
No,
I'm a gnome.
I know. I'm sorry. I keep
No.
saying halfling.
A gnome.
Yeah,
Like a gnome, yes.
he recognize like he
know.
doesn't feel like he can recognize it, and he appreciates it.
Yeah,
And he appreciates what she's trying to do.
It's okay, buddy. Don't worry.
it's okay, buddy.
I'm gonna walk over to.
It's all in the
Artemis.
past.
Artemis just kind of like see his eyes.
Hold
kind
on,
of look
James
like
wanted to do
little
something as
arches
well,
and
mate.
like a-
Let James do his thing.
I was gonna walk over to Artemis, take my sword out,
Oh.
and just start slowly go down the Artemis, tap his shoulder, tap his other shoulder, and I'm just going to go, I need you, so amazing, right, we need to go.
I'll just play alone.
He's like, all right.
Odessa just has a little single tear rolled down her cheek. She's like,
I don't know what's happening. Okay, cool. So yeah, you do your little ceremony and stuff. I'll say by the end of all this, your hearing has came back. It's just, your ears are a bit sore. Well, I'm going to say Tubi's ears are sore. Artemis, I'm assuming, feels pain in a slightly different way. But you see, you aren't particularly far from the oasis, and nothing else seems to be exploding at you.
Well, pressing on.
Shall we continue to the oasis?
That was certainly weird.
Right.
Anyway, on we go.
Do I see a
going.
wall of wonder?
What's that, mate?
Do I see a wall of wonder?
Yes.
Wonder wall?
Wonderwall
Get it?
indeed. Right.
oh,
Well,
boy.
Your camera's having a lot of trouble. It's like you've been trapped in that bag of devouring.
Yeah,
Yeah, it keeps going blurry, too.
I watched The Ring recently.
Like
right.
it's if you guys are familiar with the creepypasta like Mariana Mortogov Grescorv, you know, like that guy in the red background. That's basically what James is right now.
It's-
Yeah.
James and Scott are the only players that we have that put themselves in completely darkened rooms, and you can just see the outline of their face. So, like, as time goes on, they just
Yeah.
become like, and it's like it gets somewhat scary. Right, guys, you should be able to
Logan's
see.
the same sometimes. Like,
That's
James and Logan are the top ones at that.
Yeah.
What was it,
Just,
what?
just disguise yourself in dark rooms.
Really, I thought the
it's
scariest.
great.
I thought the scariest thing about Logan's background is like the Sigma male movie posters in the back.
Well, yeah, you get him. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
Let's not
He's
go
pretty chuffed with them.
the Sigma males, yes. Let's not go down that rabbit hole tonight.
Yep. We're walking to
Do
the
not make me crack out the swamp
lights.
thing.
We'll watch something again. I'll teach you a lesson. Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Now, this is 20 past 10, so I'm going to do this description, and then we're never going to do this again, because this is what happens. This is how we do these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we literally got
We
to
just
what...
describe it at the beginning of the next session what we do.
Yeah, that actually, I'm into that from now on. We just walk up to places and then you tell me what happened during the adventure. That's actually pretty funny.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
well, that's actually works then. Okay, so we're now going to go into what the one shot refers to as Area 1. A blood-coloured pool surrounded by withering vegetation sits at the feet of 3 towering stone columns. The jagged columns rise like teeth from a maw buried under the sand. A stone dial sits upon a small pedestal at the far side of the water, its face marked with 4 distinct lines. I will say that you guys are coming in from this direction here. And it should pop up on the screen. There you go.
I can walk on water, so can I just...
You straight away say, I can walk on water, okay?
Yeah.
Right, go for it. Right, so you want to walk... Right, so at the top here, you'll see these kind of things that look like roofs. That is the pillars.
Yeah.
The dial appears to be down here, down at the bottom of the screen. There you go.
Where's the dial, sorry?
Down on
Oh,
the
there.
side
Yes,
of the
I
screen.
see
There you
it.
go.
I see it, yeah.
right, it's not fine. Okay.
What would you like to go?
Well, should we look
can
at the
I,
dial first?
Can I actually cast Detect Evil or Good?
Yeah, run through me with what that spell does. It's like looking for like devils
Right,
and
so
stuff.
it's
Isn't it?
Fair Fiend Undead, isn't it?
It's concentration up to 10 minutes for the duration. You know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
That is interesting. Okay, let me just read through this because that is definitely something here you should be getting. The entire body of red water has a slight elemental feel to it.
Oh.
However,
There's an ele-
Mhm.
Oh,
You go
sorry, I
ahead,
was
mate.
about to say.
You go
There's
ahead.
something
You go ahead.
element-
Go ahead. Aye.
There's something elemental about that water, I say to them.
Can I do I can't say the word. Arcana check to see.
See
Like
what?
if I go up to it and like touch it.
I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, but I'm doing it.
You go up and you touch the water. Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Yeah. Ten. Roll the 6.
You put your hand through the water, and it feels like water, but there's like a thickness to it, like a viscosity. And it's like it does leave kind of like red on your hand, but it drains off and it goes back into the water. Like even if you try and cup your hand, it's like the water itself is kind of drawn back in. So
Okay.
like it doesn't hurt you, nothing. You don't burn or anything. You're looking at this water thinking, I probably shouldn't drink this.
No, I wasn't gonna do that.
But
Yes, let's drink the water.
it's weird, and it's definitely got like it's red, it's kind of bloody, but it is acting like water.
Apart from the escaping
Okay.
from you kind of thing.
Apart from the fact that it's definitely got some kind of elemental feel to it, and it's acting weird, but like it's wet and it's cool and it's weirdly red.
Can we look at the dial?
Of course you can. The dial has 4 positions, and it looks like you could turn it either clockwise or anti-clockwise.
Okay, stand back, everyone, and I'm just gonna start turning
Okay.
it anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise, okay. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics, where are you? 17?
You turn it round to anti-clockwise, nothing happens.
But
Can
not,
can I do a perception check? Just like look around, see like if there's any indications of the ground that give a sort of indication about how this dial works.
Go right ahead.
So can I
I
cast
will-
a guide? Can I cast guidance?
Yeah, basically,
Or
yeah. Give yourself guidance. It's a D4 on top of whatever you roll.
Okay, so perception.
I'm gonna now turn it clockwise.
Okay, roll me an athletics check,
plus,
please.
plus a D4.
But I don't want it to go back to the same position. I
So,
want it to go
I'm
past
assuming, yeah,
the
you're
position.
going,
if
you're
you know what I
going
mean.
right the way around. That's fine. Alex,
So that's 15.
15.
So it's a 15.
While she's turning it, you do you have a look round it. There is the outline to some script on it.
There's something written here. It appears to be a script I don't recognize.
Is can any, Artemis and or Callum, what languages do you speak?
Okay, so I know Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Zeminian.
Nope. Okay, nothing for you. Miri, what languages do you speak?
Hang on. Languages. There. Goblin, Common, Sylvan,
Nope. Rach,
and whatever bugbears speak.
they speak Goblin weirdly.
For some reason, I
Oh,
can
okay.
only speak Common and Gnomish.
That's well, I mean that's quite common. Is that you can only speak 2 languages. It's like you got to take feats and stuff. James, what languages do you speak?
That makes me sad.
Common and Elvish and Thief can't.
No, okay. Yeah, there's you don't recognise the language. You'd have to spend some time with it to even to know what it is, but you don't know what it is. Rach, what did you get for your athletics check?
16.
As you turn the dial round clockwise, something starts to happen.
Oh.
It starts to one of the columns, the column on the left hand side, water starts to drain into the column.
Okay.
It takes about a third of the water and then it stops.
Perception check.
Are you looking for anything specific?
Just wondering, like, has anything changed about the pillar?
The pillar itself has stayed exactly as it was. I mean, apart from it just soaked up some water. That was pretty fucking weird.
Can I turn it clockwise once more? See if anything else happens.
You absolutely can. Give me an athletics check, please.
18.
Yep.
Man, you're rolling well tonight.
The middle column starts to soak up some of the water and fills up and takes about a third of the water.
Oh, okay. Can I do it again?
You absolutely can. Go for it.
16?
And this is it. The pool is now emptying. The third pillar soaks up the water. Once it does that, in the centre of the pool, there appears to be some kind of structure.
Shit.
Can I do a history check on it?
You're going to go over to it to check it. You're currently standing at the dial. It's
I'm going to walk
about-
over to it.
Can I do a history check to see if I recognize it from?
What, from this distance?
I'll probably get closer to it than just like.
Okay. So to clarify, who is walking over towards the structure and who is not?
I
Okay,
guess
I'm
I
I'll
walking
go.
up to it.
I'll go.
I'll walk up.
I guess I would.
Okay, Tubi,
Oh.
Odessa, Artemis is going, I think. James is Warren going.
Yeah, he's gone.
You all start trooping over. Now, as I said, it's about 10, 20, 30, whatever. Say it's about 60 feet away. So as you're walking over, a kind of deep, kind of thrumming noise comes from the 3 towers. They spray the bloody water out in an arc, which meets at the point of the middle one, and then shoots straight down towards the the structure that's there, and from the structure
Let's
bursts
get out of here.
a elemental, but it is filled with the kind of red gooey blood, and it looks directly at you, and it roars, and it comes flying towards you. And on that note, I'll leave it there, because that's 10:30. Oh, sorry,
Has,
man.
has anyone got Blade's phone number?
That's what, yeah. We throw the I throw the anticoagulant thing that he uses at the end of Blade 1 to kill the blood god. Here's a deep pull for anyone.
Spoilers!
Spoilers for that 25-year-old movie. Yeah. So there's a thing to fight, but that's us for this evening. So anyway, thank you for anyone who watched it. Sorry, as always, it's a bit janky. I'm going to have to get somebody else to start running the streams again because it just does not work very well when I do it. But I hope we moved around for most of it. I noticed that Callum froze up most of the stream. Sorry, man, I just didn't want to keep telling you because I thought you have to keep switching on and off. So most of the time you just
Really?
you were just like kind of frozen in one position, but you know, whatever. You're still pretty.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's I don't know what's up with my computer, man. Honestly, it works really well, and then the second I start streaming, it just falls apart. But yeah, hopefully for the next few months I'll get a proper PC set up in here. Anyway, we're off tomorrow. There is no game tomorrow. Richard, I think he says he's coming back next week. Personally, I don't think we're going to see it again until probably after the summer holidays, but I could be wrong. Leon is off this Sunday.
Which just means we'll have to make a new game for Tuesdays.
We'll see. Normally I'd have ran this again tomorrow, but I am actually doing overtime, so I've got a lot of overtime to do. I am off Wednesday. If Callum doesn't want to run his thing, if you guys are available, I'll run this Wednesday. Leon's away on Sunday. If you guys want to be here on Sunday, I can run this again on Sunday. We can maybe finish it, which would be fun. And I think Vaesen is back next Monday, so you get to hear me do Skyrim voice.
Yes.
Other things happen as well, but it's mainly me just... I used to be a guard.
So, guys, who's free on Wednesday?
What the? Sorry, I can go.
Well, I'm definitely here.
Wednesday
Who's free?
should be alright.
James, can you do Wednesday or
No, I can't.
right? Sunday then?
Sunday, Monday, yeah. Tuesday, yeah.
Sunday
Well,
evening is difficult.
See,
Well,
Minnie
yeah,
has two things
I am
on
going
which
to-
usually get cancelled last minute, but she doesn't know until
Yeah.
the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
which is
I
really
am,
annoying.
well, I am going to a con on Sunday, so I can't really guarantee. I'll be,
Mate, honestly, I try and say that I'll do stuff after cons, but I never do it because you're always fucked after them.
What about Friday, Saturday?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be out the game. I'm doing overtime all 3 of those days. The only days
Right,
I
okay,
have is
so-
Wednesday, Sunday. We're never going to finish this. So, guys, just fight a water elemental, and the next time we do this, it'll be you guys explaining what you found in this pit. It was all
Yes.
really cool stuff. It was a big adventure, but you know, that's that. We'll work something out, I'm sure. This one's actually real short, and you guys tend to be available sometimes. And next
Oh my god,
Monday,
there's no game for the rest of the week.
yeah, I'm
I'm
not
gonna be
starting.
so
Monday
bored.
I won't be available. That's coming Sunday I won't be available. I
Uh,
am going to Ireland.
Oh, that's right, so you are.
Oh, nice.
Next week, well, you know what? We're not going to talk about this because it's boring. Right, we'll finish it when we finish
Yeah.
it, guys. Watch it or don't watch it. I couldn't give a fuck. Right, thanks very
Oh,
much for
yeah,
watching.
done.
Watch it.
Hope you, yeah, whatever. You just sort yourselves out. Get a life. Right, if you want to play D&D, this is real D&D. Okay, you play half a session, never go back. Accept it. Right. Okay. See you later.